Dudes.com.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just playing. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the fourth podcast.
Technically fourth. Guys Gaming Podcast.
Technically fourth Guys Being Dudes podcast.
We had guys being dudes with girls.
To start,
so.
yeah.
Episode.
I'm sorry. That was like a week 0 game, but like
No, that
for
was
the podcast.
Preseason. That was preseason.
Yeah, it was preseason.
That was preseason.
We gotta work out the
Sounds
kinks,
like
you know what I
Boise
mean?
State playing Alabama.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know how it is.
Or, yeah.
Shut up.
Good one, Keaton.
So we're reviewing pizza today. We're talking divisional rounds. We're doing a little recap of Jackpot for all the boys. And just talking about anything we want, just like we usually do.
Yep. Cody's not gonna go on a 20-minute tangent because
He's not allowed.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that for last video. You know, I'm passionate about some things. You know, I just get on tangent and I won't stop. I mean, somebody's got to stop me. So
We will.
this time around, I think I'll be stopped, or I'll know. I think I know because like I did
We'll just
go
get.
off. I definitely had my fair share of just going off, but you know, you get me talking about like hockey or even like the the Niners. I'm fucking
all over it.
chatty.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll give
Chatty
you.
Cathy.
We'll look at you. Just wrap it up.
Yeah, I'll
Hey.
shoot the death stare.
Hey.
All right, and that's all I got. I won't be here all tonight, folks.
God damn it.
Yeah.
All night, folks.
Well, I don't think anyone's watching right now.
No.
Someone commented.
It's just
Thanks, Keaty. Really appreciate it, my guy.
Yeah.
You're fans.
Well, we're just waiting for the pizza to get cut. In the meantime,
I'm posting.
I'm posting the link right now too.
Oh, cool.
This is Poggers.
Why don't everyone talk about their jerseys?
Ooh, I'm down for that.
Dude named Keaton.
Cody, give a little breakdown about your jersey you got on. Give a little backstory.
So this jersey, it has no number on it. There's probably about 4 or 5 different holes from it, or in it. When I played roller hockey when I was a kid, I got this jersey and I would wear it a bunch, and I would just, we would have gates that would surround the rink, for like roller hockey instead of like ice hockey. It's all the boards. You have the chains, and the chains will get caught in your jersey, and I would just get like put against the boards, and I would just get fucking ripped. Some of these rips were already there, but yeah, I don't wear it often because I have, I'm a Montreal fan. I have that jersey as well, but I do try to switch it up with any jersey that I got. This one, is pretty beat up, but it's kind of cool. It's got like a Bigfoot, like a little logo right there, which is pretty dope in my opinion. But yeah, it's pretty cool.
I like it. I got my jersey off DHgate. Just kidding. Wait, no, I'm not kidding. That is where I got it.
Yeah, I was like, what?
But it's a Boba Fett jersey. I don't know. I kind of fuck with Boba Fett. I like the color, and I'm not really a Blue Jays fan, but I just like to collect cool jerseys and cool shit.
Oh yeah, dude. Check out fucking some of the shit he posts on Instagram, man. Dude, Yaya be trippy, man. He's got them fucking hats. He's got the jerseys. He's got it all. The shoes. Get at him.
Ooh, you know what I want to do next
Cut my
time?
pizza.
Can you drop?
Is I'll put all the Instagram links in the description, like for everybody.
Yeah.
I'll have that ready next time, but
Fuck.
we'll be chilling.
Yeah. So I got mine. I'm pretty sure this is an Amazon special actually. It's like 30
Really?
bucks. Yeah, it's Michael Ruzioni, Team USA, Miracle on Ice.
Oh my god.
Keith, take that.
Oh, should I put it on here?
Put the towel down first. Are you able to do that
Can you grab it my weight or no?
for 1 second?
It's all for real. I'm telling you just how I feel. Break up the
Thanks, Zach. Can you grab plates too?
Dude,
Alright.
yo, I'm-
Brett,
This
what's
looks
good?
This
What's up,
looks
dude?
gas.
Guys. I'm not gonna kizzy. This shit looks positively fucking bonkers, dude.
Clip it. Hey, move the keyboard
I
down.
can't wait for
Shock
Sean.
instantly farts again.
I was just
Clip it.
Clip it.
People
That's
watch-
fire,
you
that's
want about
fire.
this?
Absolutely.
That looks like a Sour Patch Kid.
Oh, it's
I keep putting it up to guys.
Yeah, no, it's
I think I sat in
What?
Alright, fellas, I'm going in.
You can put it right there. Oh,
Yeah, man.
yeah, you
My
gotta
mom
we
would be
came.
watching when I did that. We literally busted nuts eating this pizza.
Let's see if he's in here.
got the za.
One bite, everyone knows the rules. Is that Reagan's?
Yeah, that's Reagan's brother.
What do you mean?
Bring it.
Cody.
Thank you.
Dude, Cody?
Yeah, because I turned on the freaking.
The game.
Wait,
Dude.
is that
No. Cody Van. You know Tyler Van? That's his. Yeah, you know Cody. Dude,
Yeah.
the other day we were at dinner and he's like, dude, I fuck with Cody so hard. I love that kid. And we were coming up with t-shirt ideas, which be on the lookout, Yaz Gaming. We want to do the NBA logo, but with you jumping as the silhouette. Tell me that wouldn't be fire.
No,
Would that sell?
I have a photo of.
Yeah.
That was Cody's idea.
So.
I have a photo
That's
of
a great
Cody
idea.
doing like he's tossing a die and he looks like Michael Jordan.
Dude,
Okay.
I need that picture. We're putting it on a fucking
Hold on.
t-shirt.
I do have a photo of me. Okay. I'm in my underwear.
It doesn't matter. It's going to be a
Shocker.
silhouette.
I have a headband and I had like
Which
curly
shot
hair. I was
stay,
like
baby?
mimicking Jackie Moon, and it's like a perfect
What?
fucking photo of me in my living room. And
Which
just,
shot stay, what?
I'm like,
Go
I
Shockers.
could send you that one too.
No.
Could sell, but
Here's
great
a-
idea, Cody. That's
All right.
I'm thinking like a special edition, like Cody, like NBA logo.
Chode
Sure.
Jordan.
Chode up. That's the name. It's the Chode up jersey. Jordan. That's fire.
Okay, so it is officially pizza review time.
Okay.
I'm curious. So, what is the flavor of this pizza? Like, what are we
There's
reviewing
pepperoni.
today?
So, here, I'll go grab the
Go
box.
grab the box. I want people to see. Cody's belly button T-shirt. Let's get it. Exciting.
Wow.
Dude, that would
So
definitely. sell.
initially, we were gonna get
And
what's the
scare
pizza called,
people.
Cody?
Excuse me.
So
Yeah, give us the
Originally,
backstory behind this.
I went to the store and I bought a Tombstone oven little pizza, and it was like an all meat one, and I just got hungry one night and I ended up eating it.
The same night that you brought it back, and said, "Yep, this is gonna be
No,
for the
not
podcast."
same night, not the same night.
It was the same night.
No, it was like 2 nights out. It was like
was
2
the
nights
night
down the
after.
road.
Oh,
It was the
Dude, it was Monday, and I got all my groceries on Saturday.
Okay.
Monday night.
Is
It
it
wasn't
this is for a
Saturday.
podcast? Fucking
It
eats
was on
it.
Sunday.
It was
gets a
fire.
little high.
It was
Man,
fire.
this looks good.
Tombstone's fire.
No shit, Cody.
Wait, didn't we already do a tombstone?
No, he ate it.
Mm.
Alright.
Which one did you bring?
That was a screaming Sicilian.
my
Yeah.
god, dude. No, we ate it.
The Tombstone,
Anyways,
from personal experience,
so
was
we
I
got
don't wanna
this.
hear about the tombstone.
Wild
Haven't
Mike's
eaten it.
Ultimate
I
Pizza.
don't care.
It had a little bit of crushed red peppers, which I didn't put on because I know Cody doesn't like the spice too much.
Hey, I'm a Spice King now, dude.
No,
And then Italian
Yes, I
spice,
am.
which I put on before going to the oven. So,
So the
shit's pretty
pepperonis-
fire.
The pepperonis
I ain't
on
gonna
this
lie.
are actually fresh from my nipples and Cody's nipples onto the pizza themselves.
Oh my god, I just ate one.
Right?
Dude, that's just something you don't say on camera.
Moving
Talk
on.
about questionable things said
Moving
on
on.
camera.
How's the pizza, Sean? What do you think? What do you think? What do you give it?
You're
What do you
also not
give
bad.
it?
You made bite. You're gonna ask him a question.
Hey, fuck it. You know?
Mid-bite, man.
I mean, no one.
I want the people to hear the bite of this pizza.
There was nothing.
It was not fun.
Great
Not that
ASMR
bad.
game.
Yeah. I would say.
Drake style ASMR.
I would say though, out of all the pizzas we've eaten,
Oh,
I did have a piece of his actually pizza he cooked.
Cool.
And I would say this is. I don't know. I feel like I had a lot higher expectations for this. It's
Me
not-
too.
It's not
Me
blowing
as
me out of the
well.
water.
Okay.
It's not blowing me out.
Hold on. I will say this pizza was also $8, and it filled this
Okay.
whole pan. So
Very big pizza.
yeah, it was a
Is
big
the-
pizza
You think it's the biggest one we've had, or you
Yes.
think the Screaming Sicilian
and
is
the
bigger?
thickest. Like you could eat 3 of these and be fucking
You know
filled.
what? I will say, quantity wise, it's probably the Totino's. But,
Because you can have two.
well, it's also $1.50 per.
Yeah.
So if you got.
actually.
What?
It was 250.
$2.50.
Okay, so never mind. Well, if you get
Still.
3 of those, it's probably the same.
But I will say, if you eat 3 slices of this, you're gonna be full. Like you're gonna be completely filled up.
Yeah.
Like it's a thick boy.
I don't know about me.
I don't know about that.
Well, if you're on this side of
On this side of the
on
room.
the podcast.
Well, this side, you know, we got a chance to eat.
I had a poke
You
bowl
gonna do
for dinner, now I'm eating this. So yeah, that just goes to show.
Okay.
Cookie?
Hey, Pokey's
What?
fire, dude.
You want a cookie?
Sure.
We should do a cookie review.
Chocolate?
Be down.
Crumble, mid.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think we
good.
should review next? Like we're doing pizza reviews and kind of going
I
through them.
want to do
Chat,
Dave's
let us
hot
know.
chicken.
Chicken, like
Dude,
like
like
chicken
Dave's hot chicken
sandwiches.
is
As well,
elite.
as well.
What?
That was some of the best chicken I've ever had.
I wanna
That
do,
shit was
like,
so
Better
fucking
than
good.
Clucks?
Dude, it was so much better.
Better than Clucks?
I want to do
It was
like
so
Dave's.
good.
It's
The
just hard
chicken.
because
The chicken.
I put Dave's in like a fast food kind of.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Clux is very like sit down.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to Cluck's, but I imagine it's like the one that's downtown, that the new chicken
Well, we
joint.
went.
Mhm.
Me and Sean went to
No,
one in Meridian.
it's better than that.
Dave's.
Well, okay.
Dave's.
No,
Dave's.
Cluck's in
Yeah, I
Meridian,
know,
and
but-
I thought it was fire.
But
I thought it was so good.
Dave's is
I
much
think
better than
it's
Cluck's.
Style. No. We don't have a Dave's in downtown Boise.
Mm-mm.
Or no, downtown
We
Livermore.
had
The one
Cluck's.
that the one that opened up in downtown Livermore, the chicken joint. It like is
That's
also
Cluck's.
owned by Sauce.
Nuh-uh.
Cluck's.
No.
That's what it's
It
called.
is a Cluck's, right?
Oh, is it?
Cluck's. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, and you can't even.
That's not the same Cluck's,
It's
though,
one of
is
those
it?
places
I
where
think
you
it
like
is.
go. You have
What?
to like order in
It's a
advance,
chain.
I think. And
It's
you
so
get
much better than the
behind
one
restaurant,
in Boise?
And they give you your food, and you'll see like
Weird.
a tiny sign that
Do you wanna
says
split
Cluck's,
this?
but
No, okay.
I'll take it.
Yeah, we can. I'll just take a couple bites of this.
The Cluck's in Boise is so much better than the one in Livermore.
Maybe they're just two different places, and there's just no like copyright.
I think it
Go for
is.
Isaac. Fuck it.
We'll get to that. Once we get to the football things, we'll answer that. But that's a tough one.
Yes, do it.
Yes.
Show your pride, man.
Good idea.
You have to.
Okay. So what are your overall reviews of the pizza? Let's finish that up real quick.
Sean, you want to go first?
I'm gonna give this out of 10. Hey, David Galley, what's up, dude? Go Flames.
Galley, baby.
Flames.
Flames up. I would give this honestly like a 6 out of 10, maybe 7. It's pizza. Probably 7 out of 10.
I was going that way too, like a 6 or a 7, like kind of. It's just like mid, like I don't know. It's
Okay.
not. It's not gonna wow you, but like it's not terrible.
Didn't knock
You know-
my socks off.
Yeah.
No way it's worse than the one we had last week.
It is.
No.
I don't actually think this is mid at all.
No, I think it's great.
I kind of like it has like a little spice to it, like, but it's like the fresh pepper spice. It's not like pepperoni
Yeah.
spice.
Yeah.
There's like a pepper spice, which I kind of like. I will say the most underwhelming part was the crust.
Yeah.
I kind of expected like a little more crunch from the crust. There was no flavor on that thing.
I wonder if you
Or
cook
crunch.
it longer, it would get a different
Marinara
sauce.
sauce. That's
We
what
could
it
have.
is. Marinara sauce is pretty mid.
Mm-hmm.
Bland.
You don't like marinara sauce?
I do. It's just very bland.
That's fair. I actually like this pizza. I think it's very
Yeah.
like.
I mean, it's pizza. It's,
I mean, if we're comparing this to Totino's, I'd
It's like
rather have
sex.
that.
Yeah, same here.
See, I'd rather have Totino's.
Okay.
I would
I
say
said it's like sex.
it's
I've
like
never had it.
Dude, what? Can
Sorry,
you
go
just
ahead,
burp
Sue.
into the fucking mic?
Margaret, you're a dog. Thank you.
Fire setup.
Thanks, dude.
Always being a hater. Say something positive.
She did. She said fire
She
setup.
said
No,
fire
no,
setup.
no, 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 no. No,
Who's
come on,
Margaret
fellas.
Price?
Libby's sister. Her name's Maggie.
she could be using sarcasm.
We know that she's being sarcastic. She's got the all
It's
caps.
not really a fire setup, is it, Margaret?
Now she's gonna get.
We don't have the money that you guys do in Tennessee.
Well, the pipes froze over there, so
Jesus Christ, man.
What?
All right,
sorry.
Anyways,
Cody.
what'd you give it?
Did you give it out of 10?
Out of 10, I'm probably saying like we're comparing this to the last two that we've eaten. Give me 7.4.
So is this the best one you've had or no?
Second.
What was the best? The first one? The
one that we
Sicilian?
had,
Yeah, you guys rated that one pretty high.
Yeah, because it was freaking good.
Yeah.
It tasted fresh. That was the thing. Like
Yeah, I'm
the
sure
meat
it tastes
tasted
that
like, fresh off the bone.
I know. See? I think she was actually being genuine. There.
I think she was too.
My
Thank you.
apologies.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Gotta be
She
better.
actually enjoyed.
Gotta be better.
Libby,
Um,
Libby said that she enjoyed the podcast.
She watched like the whole thing.
That's awesome.
Oh, nice,
Awesome.
nice.
Sweet.
Oh, yeah. Our biggest fan.
Her mom watched too.
Margaret and mom.
They said that they all sat on the
That's
couch
awesome.
and watched it on the
That's
TV.
awesome.
She sent me a picture.
Shout out the Price
Um,
family.
Yeah, shout out
Yep,
Price
big time,
family.
big time. I'm gonna give it a 7.6. If I gave the Totino's or whatever it's called a 7.4, I'll give this a 7.6.
That's not a bad.
Yeah.
That's not a bad score, honestly. I respect
If it was cheaper, I'd give it higher, but it was kind of expensive compared to the rest of them. How much was the first one?
You said 9?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it
More
was
expensive.
9.
Yeah.
This one was like 8, so
I like the first one
I
better
don't know.
than
It
this.
seemed like you guys really liked the first one, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting way more out of that pizza. The presentation, like when it
Fire.
came out, it looked fire.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was bland.
Thank
There
you.
was no flavor. None
Yep,
so
yep.
whatsoever.
The pepperoni
no
was the only flavor.
Pepperoni was floppy. Give me some crisp.
Yeah,
The
I agree.
cheese-
I will say the cheese was
cheese
horrible.
was
The
falling
cheese was
off
horrible.
like a cafeteria fucking pizza. What is it? What is this? The little Tony's circle pizzas they give us
Dude,
back?
those
then?
Those were
Yeah.
fire.
Those
No,
were
no,
gas.
don't
Those
hit
were
on
gas,
those.
But the cheese looked exactly like it. That shit would fucking fall down.
Okay, so you just
slip
like that?
down.
Dude, no
I
cap.
did not like that.
The
Wow.
cafeteria
I
food
think
we
it
got
was
in elementary
ass.
school was
The
fire.
crust
Bro, that
was
shit
awesome.
hit. That shit,
Dude, do you
dude.
remember the
No
meat and
flavor.
cheese
Oh
pretzel
my
on the
god.
crust? I'm
That
sorry,
was no
cheese
meat.
pretzel.
That was not fucking meat. There was no way that was meat.
No, you're good.
Just one person.
But no flavor whatsoever. Honestly, the crust was very underwhelming. Like, come on. But rating it from the other pizzas, like I still think like this is bottom for me.
Yeah.
This
Interesting.
was out of 10. I'd probably have to give it like a 6 too.
So it's not horrible though.
Hey guys, I stepped in
But
gun.
it's not like the Screaming Sicilian and the
You didn't actually just do that.
the other ones that we've had. I think has been way better. Even the fucking little pizzas we had last week.
Keaton, I will say that those nachos though, that was no meat.
No.
Nah.
The bean and cheese pretzel.
Nah, bro.
Do you
The
remember
pretzel
that?
was horrible.
I love the bean and cheese pretzel. That was my all-time favorite.
The bean and cheese
Dude,
pretzel.
no, the best was
That's a
definitely
fucking
the
word.
smiley face fries.
Oh, yep.
No doubt.
Nah, bro.
Those
Those
were the best
nachos
things
were
on
not
the menu.
meat,
And then
bro.
when they got rid
That
of
was
them,
no
I'm like,
meat,
you
bro.
guys
That was
suck.
like some beans
You
and
guys
shit, bro.
look-
That shit was
Some
fucking
bean
fire,
shit.
but I knew that was coming from
I
Taco
have
Bell.
next on the cafeteria cookies, dude. Our fucking Dawn. You remember Dawn, Zach?
You really
Homie
did.
Dawn.
Oh, Don
You
was
were
a dog.
addicted to fucking
Can I-
cookies,
can
bro.
I just say-
I would sell that shit though.
He's always been a hustler. He's always been a hustler.
Like 25 cents a
Call him
pop. I
Adam
get them
Sandler
for
the
free.
way he's a hustler.
Dawn, shout out Dawn,
Oh
dude.
my
I really
God,
hope
dude.
that
Dawn was a dog.
I
Dawn
really
was
hope
a
that
G.
man's alive. You
He
guys
also-
still think he's around?
I don't know.
He's
He
gotta
definitely
Wait,
enjoyed
Cody.
the girls a little too much there. I'm
Okay,
not gonna
relax.
lie.
No, he did not.
He gave me a little.
Shout out Anthony.
No way. Dawn was a good man, Keaton. Dawn was a good man. He gave me 5 to 6 cookies every time I came out to him. He's like,
You know who
"Yeah,
else was a good man?
I would go and
Jason.
sell that to every 5th grader.
Jason was a great
4th
man,
grader,
Cody.
Even 3rd. Okay, Jason went to prison for 8 years at San Quentin.
Right.
Like that's ridiculous. Dawn was
I don't
a
know.
great man.
Let's see.
Can't say anything about bad about Dawn. Dude. He was awesome.
Shit.
Oh, a type.
Oh,
A type.
So,
So,
uh,
little info. Maggie was being 100% genuine when she said that.
sorry,
Yeah.
Maggie.
I'm sorry, Maggie.
Sorry, Max.
Mags,
Now I
we're
feel
sorry.
bad.
I believe in you.
I mean, I still hate that.
That's on me.
I think
My
they're
bad, G.
fraudulent, But that's okay.
My bad, G.
You think everything's fraudulent, so it's not a shocker.
I don't.
But you're the most fraudulent person out of this crew.
That
Ooh,
might be true.
You
yeah.
literally said it on the podcast last week.
Oh, I'm a fraudster.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be said at
I'm a
Jackpot.
fraudster.
Speaking
What?
of
I
jackpot.
said that'll be said in Jackpot
Oh, God, we
conversation.
gotta get into jackpot.
Speaking of jackpot,
Some of the stuff that I
How
saw before I finished.
did the weekend go for the boys?
Okay.
Plus money or minus money?
Minus.
We're all minus.
Everyone
Everyone
minus.
but-
Anthony was the only one that was even.
Which is bullshit. And
Yeah.
anyway, okay, so
Dude, he was
What his
so
mom just
on
put
fire
more money in
fucking
it?
playing
What?
or blackjack, dude. That shit was so annoying.
yeah,
he literally was
so
getting fucking ace jack every other fucking hand. I'm
He was
like,
definitely
Anthony,
scoring
that's
those 17s
Dude.
on the blackjack table, wasn't
Okay. Oh yeah, there was a. Okay.
Man.
You know what?
Oh,
Can I-
man.
okay.
You start.
So, I am someone that does not like to spend money, lose money.
Really?
So I definitely went on the penny slots to start my night, and kind of just stayed in that general area. I didn't play craps or blackjack, kind of lame ass night. But I did go to the penny slots, and they were like the 60-cent. Like you had to spend at least 60 cents, and I immediately won like $25, and then she used that kind of for the rest of the night. But there was a person next to me who threw in $100, and I was like, that is crazy. It is 10 p.m. throwing in $100 already. You are early. I turn around to watch my jackpot go from $0 to $25. I turn back around. She is at fucking 0, and walks away. And I go, that was almost 2 minutes. I look
How
and
old is she?
dude, I mean, it's probably say like 50. I don't know. Looks can be deceiving because she had those like she looked older, but I don't know if she
It's
was
the locals,
older.
man.
She was a
They're
smoker.
there every
She was a
weekend,
smoker,
dude.
exactly.
Every
Yeah,
weekend.
smoker wrinkles. It was probably a span of 2 minutes that I watched my jackpot go up, and she had already spent that money. Let's see. I lost $36 to finish off my night, which is like nothing, because I just dollar gambled the entire night. I lost all my money sports gambling. Shout out Seattle, baby. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. Yeah. I love you, Gino.
They got
I love you, Damian Lewis.
You know, for MVP.
Hey, he actually had a good game. I can't get mad. Damian Lewis.
Yeah, he had a real good game. If you included the fucking only
14
the first
points.
half.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take the first half. For a backup to make the Pro Bowl, I'll take that first half. What?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. I will say Brock Purdy, had a good game, but, I mean, not many quarterbacks can throw a 5-yard out route to Debo for a 70-yard touchdown. I mean, that's impressive. So,
Well, how many times have you seen Jimmy miss that throw?
I don't know. I don't see really Jimmy in that situation. I will say Brock Purdy's a better fit. Anyway, I went to go cash out. at the end of the night. This is probably about 2 a.m. And I walk over to the table, cashier's table, and right as I finished up, cashing out my vouchers, the dude behind me comes up and she looks at this dude, and I imagine she recognized him because she goes, "Oh, back already?" And she goes, and the guy goes, "Yep." And she goes, "Okay, well, how much do you want to spend?" The dude looks down, and I don't know, maybe he was looking at his phone or something. He looks back up and he goes, "Let's do 1,500. And I just sat there what the fuck? 1,500?
What time is this at?
2 a.m.
Jesus.
This man gambled his life savings away. I woke up at, I think, 8 a.m. to go down to just scope around the place. I went for a walk that morning, and I had to walk through the middle of the casino. The 8 a.m. gamblers, terrifying. Scary.
Were they all
Dude, 2 people had wine in their hands, full glass of wine. I'm like,
Wine?
Can you go the fuck to bed? Yes. One dude had one guy was at the bar ordering a Jack and Coke. One guy had a
Wait, can you get wine there?
Yes, you can.
You can get anything.
Yeah, you can get anything. It's
I
free.
didn't know they had wine. That's
Which I
crazy.
didn't know. There was a
Yeah,
guy
how
with
did you not know that?
I've never been to a casino. Also, no one specified. So then they were
What do you
asked.
mean?
Well, no one told me that drinks are free. So then they asked.
Oh.
They asked about drinks, and Anthony was like, "Why didn't you get a drink?" I was like, "I'm not paying for that shit, dude. I'm already losing money as it is."
Yeah.
And he's like,
I was
"Defui."
at the craps table, right?
Yeah, he was like,
Defui.
he's like, "Defui," and I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, it's already 11 p.m. I don't think if I'm not drunk already, I'm not getting drunk tonight. He's like, "Dude, just drink alcohol," and I'm like, I'm not drinking. And then halfway through the night, I was exhausted. And I'm just on that spin board where you can just bet whatever Cody you made a bunch of money on. Oh, Mace or Nick, what's up, buddy? I saw the Lido and I instantly
Homie
thought
Nick.
Mason. Nick, baby, what's up, buddy?
UNR.
UNR. And Anthony came up to me and he was like, I was just exhausted. I looked depressed and he just comes up to me. He's like, "Are you okay, man?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm just really tired." And he's like, "You lost some money, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, $35." And he goes, "Oh, okay. I thought you lost 200." I was like, "No, I didn't even come up here with that." So overall, it wasn't that bad. I definitely think people had worse experiences. Riley Kafka. So, Cody, how was your night?
Well, I mean, going into it, I didn't have really high expectations for myself. The last few times I've been there, I've won. I've been up, I think, both times at the end of the night, not really spending too much. Kind of went with the same attitude, okay, I have a set amount that I'm going to lose. And I don't know, it was pretty slow. I mean, some of the penny slots were hitting, and then I changed to online craps, and I wasn't winning shit there. I played that little spin wheel game, and on a $5 bet, I won $73 in probably 10 minutes, which was awesome. But then your mindset, what the problem is your mindset is you tell yourself to slow down, but you're like, "Oh man, I'm up. And this was still early in the night. This was probably 11. And I was kept going. And I ended up losing the entire 73. But I mean, I only spent $5 on the bet. So I only realistically
Lost $5.
lost $5.
You were also there for 2 hours.
But I was sitting in the same
compared to
spot for a
walking around
long
and
time,
losing money
and I was,
how easily.
and it wasn't like I got the $73 I wouldn't say in 10 minutes. I would say at least 30 to 40. In 10 minutes, I probably had $20.
Yeah.
And then it just kept going up gradually, and then I finally just bet on the 1 to 45 odds to get $45, and it hit. And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" But then I just kept going because I was like, "Dude, most of the tables were filled up at this point." I think we were all sitting around there, yeah, dude, I just kept losing that, and I played craps a few times at a table. Didn't do very well. Just wasn't having the greatest luck. I had a few good times on the penny slots at the end of the night, but overall I lost some money, so I did not come away with money in my pocket. But that's gambling. That's the way it goes.
What about you, Zach?
I went into it with $145. I lost all $145. So kind of what I expected. But I will say, Anthony and I played craps for the first hour, and we put $60 down, and our first $40 went missing the first 3 rolls. So the dude would roll, like, let's just say an 11. I think they actually rolled an 11, a 6, and a 2, and then the roll after that was 7. And it happened like 3 times in a row.
Doesn't this mute?
Yeah, but if you look at audio input capture, no, audio, it's doubling.
Oh, got it.
What's doubling?
Now we're good.
Mute quadcast.
There we go.
Mm.
Sorry.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because audio input capture
And so,
is quadcast.
yeah, that happened like multiple times in a row, and then we just made some dumb bets. Lost $60 like it was nothing, so we kind of had to slow down. And then Ant and I walked over to like some of the boys, just saw how they were doing. Riley was already drunk. Cody had lost some money.
Dude, that motherfucker
Keaton just started
gets
fucking
drunk,
chirping,
like-
bro. Keaton just starts chirping. He doesn't even know he chirps. He looks at me like he didn't. He's like, already losing a lot of money? I haven't bet anything. Like, dude, Keaton.
What are you doing?
Yeah, like, that's why we came here to, like, at least try to win money. And then he would literally be like, every single time, Keaton would be like, well, you can't win money if you're not gambling.
Okay.
Like, Keaton,
Okay,
you're not
hold on.
gambling.
Okay, hold on.
That is true.
He would say that almost every single game. I'm like, Keaton.
I would like to take a pause on that. That is not what I said. What I said was a sarcastic, well, you got to spend money to lose money, which is a good business. Look, I lost $100 in
the
there.
exact same thing what I just said.
I gambled my money away. It's sports gambling,
that
but a
was
little
sarcastic
different.
Because the original one, or the actual saying is
You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
So when someone would, like Garrett, we walked over to what was that stupid fucking shitty ass casino that like all the blackjack
Highway
tables.
93.
Dude, holy fuck.
93.
Tube TV. Can I just say tube TVs? So the rounded ones.
25
Half the
penny slot
fucking
there.
screen is just out. Some of them just say no signal.
That's part of the charm, though.
Some of the screens were like so dim.
We
You
walked
could it
in
could be
and
pitch
walked
black.
out within 7 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't enjoying that place
I
at all.
sat down
Garrett.
for a while.
Yeah, you did. You
Yeah,
did.
because you
25
love the
bucks on
penny
that.
slots.
Hey, that penny slot last time won me more than this time, but I still won money.
Garrett
There
and
was two
I.
craps tables, and they're just closed. I'm like,
Garrett-
how are they just closed? Like,
Garrett
we were
and
trying
I
to play
hopped
roulette
on.
at a
No
table.
one's there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, Garrett and I hopped on. Ooh, let me turn down my fucking gain here. Garrett and I hopped on 2 different slot machines, and we instantly lost $10. I would say within
Yeah.
2 minutes. So then, when Garrett was playing, that's when I started saying, "Yeah, you got to spend money to lose money," because we were just all losers that night.
Yeah.
And then I get up, and then I find out in the morning that Anthony was just fucking hitting.
Anyways, I'll get into that. So we come back. It's probably like 12. I think Ant and I go upstairs, like either grab a drink or some food or something. And then I think some of the boys are like smoking. So we go back down. It's probably like 1. I go and play craps again, lose to $20 like super easily. And then at this time it's probably like 2:30, and I'm like getting pretty tired. But I'm like, you know what? I'll put like my last 25 on blackjack. I go and watch the blackjack table for a little bit. Riley's like, dude, not good. Not good. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, I've already lost 200. I'm like, Jesus,
I'll tell
Riley.
you a little side story in a minute about
Jesus.
what Riley did.
And so then there's a couple of boys there, and then Ant just sits down. And so I'm watching Ant's just collecting these chips. Like, he's down 160, I think he was. And he ended up collecting, I think, like 180, and then lost 20, and then just called it. And so I'm like, Anthony, like, what the fuck's happening? And so that was like throughout the whole night. So I actually sit down when he's probably up like 80, and I'm watching this. And Anthony probably every single other fucking time is getting an ace jack.
Yeah.
Ace king.
I witnessed
Like,
this,
literally, dude, it was crazy, bro.
It was insane. I was
And like
he has
Zooch
the
sits
best
down
hand
next
right
to
now.
me, and Zooch and I literally get fucking 3-5, 3-8. Like 3-8's good, but 3-9, like some of the worst cards you can get. And Anthony's like, oh, there it is again, the 21. I'm like, dude. And so he ends up being even for the night.
Yeah.
And I look over at Riley, and Riley's like,
Riley's
so down bad. I just can't get what Ant's getting, man. I just want 21. And so he ends up like losing all his chips. He's like, you know what? Fuck it. You want to go pull out some money with me? I'm like, no, Riley, I don't. He's like, I'm 200 down. I'm going to go pull out another 120. Literally gets up, slams his chair like into nowhere, walks over to the place, comes back, slams all $120 on the fucking table. And he's like, this is the round. This is the round. Ends up
They
losing
all
like
say
60 fucking dollars. I'm like, Riley, I'm going to go to bed, man. He's like, all right, good luck. And so it's me, Riley, and this fucking Russian dude. This Russian dude sits down, like, chirping at everyone, dude. He was so irritating. And his dad, he's like, oh, you got to call that. You got to call that. And I'm like, dude, I'm not calling this. I call it because they're peer pressuring me to do it, and I lose like 4 times in a row because of that. So I just rage. I'm like, I'm done with this. Take my fucking earnings, which was like $5 or something, and I kept the chip. And I'm like, Riley, I have to go to bed. He's like, okay, I'm done. Like, you know what? I'm not done. I'm going to stay here a little bit longer. Riley ends up being up at like fucking 6 a.m.
Oh, dude.
And, dude, yeah, Keen, you can tell this, but,
Okay.
Nope.
I mean, he's like knocking on doors. Sean's making food with Riley. They're up until like 6 a.m., and I'm like
Anthony,
cacked
you're ruining
like
my
4,
story.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
That's part of my story.
Well, I'll let you get into it.
my story.
I introduced it for you.
Are you done?
Yeah, I'm done now.
Okay.
But good
All
night
right.
overall.
Maggie, why do they keep making fun of as a speech impediment? Well,
The world may never know.
that's just our Anthony voice.
He's about this tall.
Okay.
Only
Settle
child.
down, settle
Settle
down.
down. Settle down.
Anyways,
One
Mind your business.
One of our best friends.
I
He
feel
doesn't have a speech impediment.
When he talks, it just.
It's
There's just
Little
a way-
Becca.
that's how we hear it in our head. That's how we.
That's
That's how we hear.
That's
it.
how we
Move
like portray
along,
the Anthony
Dude,
voice.
can you imagine he's watching this?
I hope he is. Anthony-
Shout out Anthony, man.
He's playing
Dude,
Call of Duty, man.
We were telling you,
Okay.
I was telling Keaton,
So
we
valid.
need Ant on the podcast, bro.
We went to Jackpot in Nevada, so
What?
Cactus Pete.
north
4
of you,
hours away?
well north of you.
Yeah.
A little bit more.
That he's in UNR.
Not
Yeah,
4
yeah.
hours
That's my
away.
buddy from
It's
home.
longer than
Got you.
4 hours away.
So he knows game.
Oh, from Reno?
Oh yeah, I mean Reno.
From Reno to
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
I was about to say, it's not that far from Boise.
Oh, I meant from Boise.
Ethan Clark has no athletic ability. What I can say about Ethan Clark
He's
is
probably
athletic.
watching this with him, too.
What I can say about Ethan Clark's athletic ability, I would actually say it's more hand-eye coordination. The dude knows how to hunt. That's about it. But he has no athletic ability whatsoever. And I will stand and die by that.
Yeah, because Keaton,
two
you're very
is wild.
athletic.
Hey, I can walk in those shoes, man. As someone who's not athletic, I can also speak. Ethan is not athletic, but he can hunt. And I give him that, man.
Fair enough.
And
Sean,
he's got like 50 mallards every
go
week.
for it, brother.
All right. I would say my weekend overall, with entertainment was worth what I spent.
Yeah.
I brought 300 and lost it all. No, I didn't lose it all. Basically, let's see. When I start off, usually I start off like just walking around, having fun, watching everyone. Played craps a little bit. I think I threw 100 in. Probably played for like 30, 40 minutes. Lost it. But it was worth it. I'm not a stingy bastard like Keaton over here.
What?
So we're playing, and then it starts getting later in the night. We walked over to the hotel, whatever it's called, smoked a couple cigarettes with the boys. That was rough. That casino's dead. So we come back. They were all playing blackjack. Me and Zooch were playing Let It Ride, which is like I think both of our favorite game there. I watched him win like $600 in front of my face, sitting right next to me. So that was fun. This time though, tables turned, and I ended up getting I think I risked it on it was a flush, and it was a risky flush, and I bet it, and I think I got like 150 off that. So I played with my remaining 50 and then kept 100. But the real fun started probably after that. It's hard in those casinos because you don't realize how much you've been drinking till you stand up from the table.
Yeah, that's facts.
Because at first you're like, oh yeah, like I'll keep taking the free beer you're giving me, even though I'm spending $300 at your casino. So yeah, you get all that
Economy.
alcohol in you, and
But
then
if
you
you
stand
drink
up.
enough, you even it out.
Yeah. And then I stood up and I was like, oh, that's
Yeah.
here we are.
Yeah,
And I was watching Anthony win at fucking blackjack
Dude.
the whole time, and he's
It's
like, should I hit on
unrealistic, man.
At the
17?
end of the night too, which
Yeah.
is like
Oh, we know he hit.
I can just imagine him. He's like, "This is how you do it, boys.
Literally,
No, he
This is how you do
he literally
it."
said,
Like, you
"Shout
know
out
he
to
hit on
Anthony, love you."
17.
But he's like, he like turned to me. He's like, I think this is my new game. And he's
He
like, sit down.
100%
He's like,
said
sit
that.
down and play. I was like, Anthony, my luck has been shit tonight. I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
He's like, kept playing. I was like, dude, he literally was getting the best hands of all time.
He's gonna play online blackjack now. I guarantee it.
He should.
VR blackjack.
VR blackjack.
Dude,
But
he
yeah,
did
so I
go
watched him
ballistic, though.
play, and I was like, this kid's fucking winning everything. But anyways, yeah. Everyone goes to bed. Me and Anthony then go on a quest for food because in the middle of Jackpot, there's no food open, like at all. We were up at like 4 in the morning, so it makes sense. But there's no food. So this time I went to the gas station and I got a Red Baron pizza pack, the microwavable French bread. Beforehand,
Yeah.
yes. I got 2 of those, and then I got a pack of White Castle cheeseburgers. Fire. But yeah, I went with Anthony, and we get the food, come back down.
White Castle.
Meanwhile, Garrett was in bed by like 12:30. He was out.
Yeah.
He had a long day though.
Yeah, he
But
and I went to bed around the same time.
yeah,
Yeah.
We both went upstairs. I went to find him. And he was just like, yeah, dude, I'm up in my room. And I was like, cool, I'm gonna come kick it with you, man. I don't want to lose any more money.
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah.
$36.
So then, yeah, me and Anthony go on this quest to find the microwave, and it's like in this little like shack thingy. It's like not even a room. It's like where the vending machines were. There's a microwave. So me and Anthony start cooking up food, and Anthony like looks at me and he's just
Hold up.
too,
Let him cook.
he's too drunk, and he leaves me hanging. And I meanwhile already have 6 cheeseburgers cooking.
He
in the
wasn't too
microwave.
drunk. He was too high, is what he said. He's like,
No, it wasn't.
He didn't
Yes.
smoke.
yes, he did.
He did?
Yeah, he was too cross, is what he told me. He's like, dude,
No, he was drunk.
oh.
Oh yeah, he was super fucked up. Like
Yeah.
that man was stumbling all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
Cody bought me my first ever. Cody bought me my first ever bottle of alcohol.
Wow.
Nice. I do not remember that, but hey, what type of alcohol was it? Ooh, Crown Apple.
Fire.
Sophisticated man.
Look at us, man. Supply and delight and family.
Supply and demand.
So,
I bet you've stolen for that too, Keaton.
No.
Anyway, Sean, what were you saying?
So yeah, so we're cooking. Anthony's like, I can't even stand up. So Anthony leaves me stranded with 2 Red Baron pizzas and 6. He ate 1 cheeseburger, so I had 5 cheeseburgers and 2 Red Baron pizzas to eat. And as he walks away, Anthony walks away, I hear Riley just go, Anthony, and I'm like, oh, there's Riley. He comes stumbling in, and he also got a pack of cheeseburgers. He went back up and got them. Meanwhile, I'm fighting my life trying to eat 2 Red Baron pizzas and 5 sliders
You're just in
from.
that room. You're like,
5?
No, yeah,
Jesus, man.
and it wasn't. It was.
Holy
We were
fuck.
in the lobby eating,
yeah.
and Riley comes down and he makes his stuff, and then we go back up and eat. And Riley's like, it's hitting him hard. He had lost like we said, I think it was like 300.
Yeah.
By that time, I think he
At
already
that
lost.
point.
I think he lost
I'm
like
pretty
200.
sure.
Maybe it was like 200 something.
Was that before he came barging into me in Keaton's room?
No. I'll tell this story.
Did
after.
he go back down?
No. I'll tell
And
this.
spend more money?
No, I'll tell this
Yeah.
story after. I'll tell the story
He went-
after.
so-
Keep going.
God.
He's in our room and he's like, I'm gonna go back down, and he fucking sprints down. I made him ding dong ditch their room, which was
Yeah.
funny.
I gotta tell that story.
But
It's so
he,
good.
he runs back down, and I was gonna join him, but I
This is Riley.
passed out.
Yeah.
Riley, yeah.
Okay.
Dude,
Yeah.
Riley's fucked, man.
Okay, so I was like, by 2 o'clock, I was like, I gotta be done. Like, I want to push it, but I've been up for so long, I am exhausted. So I go to bed at like 4 in the fucking morning. Cody comes in, and he's like, dude, I'm going to bed. I'm like, yeah, I get it, man. And then he goes to sleep, and then fucking Sean and Zach come in the
Oh,
room.
I was awake. I was just staring.
and just start giving Cody so much shit, and I'm just trying to go to sleep.
Or I was asleep, and they're
Yeah.
I literally am awake while they're sticking stuff in my mouth. I do this thing where I'll like while I'm sleeping, I'm like, if I don't wake up, they'll hopefully go away. And that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I
And
do.
I just kept feeling this
I do
thing
the same
on my
thing.
lips. And I was like, dude, what
What
can
was
that
it?
be? I
What
was
was
trying
it?
to guess what that be. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
I was like, is he trying to feed me a fry? Did he get a fry? And I was just like, okay, that's not a fry. And then I saw the video the next morning, and I was like, oh, that's what it was.
So, anyway, so him and Sean, Stoner's Creek, Sean, Zach, and Anthony are just being fucking menaces, and I'm like trying to go to bed. So eventually, I just was like, "Can you guys get the fuck out of here?" And they were like, "Yeah." So they dip. Anthony comes back in, and I'm like half awake,
Oh,
half
yeah.
asleep.
That was after the pizza.
No, this is right before the pizza. He's just kind of like chilling in the room. I'm like,
Oh,
"Are you ready
yeah,
to go to
he
bed?"
was.
He's like, yeah. Sean's trying to find the microwave, and I'm like, okay. So then all of a sudden he just bolts up and he goes, "Sean found the microwave." So he just fucking runs out the room, and I was like,
What?
"Yeah, no, this
Wait,
dude just
what?
Yeah.
sprints out the room."
He
You
literally
were
came-
asleep at this point. So he's,
I don't remember hearing this.
He came in
Yeah,
and
'cause you
just
were
like would
asleep.
sit down like
Okay.
off of like a better's high. Like that man's like, ooh.
And then
I
he's
want
sitting in the
money.
room. He's sitting in the room like he's laying in bed, and I'm like, "Are you gonna turn off the lights?" He's like, "No, I'm waiting for Sean in the microwave. He's still trying to find one." And then he just 5 minutes later, boop, Sean found a
And
microwave.
if it's pizza, that
Dude,
man's
what?
So
gone.
sprints out.
Man's
right?
like the road runner.
So sprints out, and Cody and I are like, "Finally, dude!" So I turn out the lights, and I'm asleep. All of a sudden, I hear the door open, and I'm kind of like jolted awake. I was having trouble like falling asleep because
I was staring at him.
I jolt awake, and Ethan, don't start, man. That's the summer spring special right there. I'm jolted awake, and Anthony just fucking torpedoes from the door onto the bed. I mean, this dude dolphin dived onto my bed.
I didn't hear this.
Yes.
Yeah, because
he,
he felt sick, right?
No. Yeah. So all I hear is the door open, the door close, and then all of a sudden I just hear a boom, and this dude just dead fucking like cold cocked the side of the bed. He gets on, and I'm like, "Are you good, dude?" And he's like, "Nah, they're like, I need to go to bed. I need to sleep." So then he just like lays down, and he's like laying on top of my blanket. I was like, "Do you at least want to like get comfortable and like get on the blanket?" He goes, "Yeah, for sure." So then he just falls asleep, right? Fucking 10 minutes later, I hear a loud on our door, and I'm like, "Who the fuck is this motherfucker?" Like maybe Anthony left a breadcrumb trail, and now he's outside. I walk out, and there's fucking Riley Kafka just doing
the Drake run.
He just started, no, he was like he had just stopped running, and I think Sean had just stopped recording the video.
Like a newborn moose.
So I walk out there and I go, "Hey, did you just knock on our door?" He goes, "No, man, someone knocked on your door." I go, "Well, I think it was Sean." He goes, "Why do you think that?" I was like, "Well, the second I heard the knock, I heard like a door closing right before I opened my door."
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking it's Sean, like, deductive reasoning. And he goes, "Yeah, man, it probably was Sean." I go, "Yeah, okay." And he just looks in the room. He goes, "Is everyone asleep?" I'm like, "Yeah, we're trying to go to bed." I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "I'm going downstairs." I'm like, "How much are you down right now?" And he goes, 220.
Yeah.
I go, "Oh,
He
no."
took out another 100.
He took out another 100, and I think he
Lost it all.
he lost 80.
Yeah, the way he was just
Dude.
standing in the doorway like this, the fucking
Were you
light on
awake
him.
at that
Yeah, I
point?
was awake.
Yeah.
I was looking at him and I was just, he's like, "Well, boys, going back down." I was like,
He asked
Wasn't this at like 5 a.m. too?
Yes.
dude, yes. And
He
I was
texted
like,
me at
"Look,
5:30. He was like, "There's another jackpot," or he said, "There's another blackjack
yeah.
table open."
I remember him saying that.
So I wake up in the morning and I do whatever, and eventually Garrett's like, "Hey, let's go down and get breakfast." I go, "All right, cool." So I walk into Garrett's room thinking he was already awake, or thinking he was like already up and ready to go. Dude, I look at the floor, and it's so funny because I would expect this from like Grayson, you know what I mean? Like Grayson being who Grayson is. We'll talk about that later. I honestly expected like Grayson to do it, but Riley Kafka is just laying on the floor with a pillow on his head and a pillow on his hip,
Yeah.
laying sideways
That
because
shit
he
was
didn't
so
want to share
funny.
the bed with anybody.
Mhm.
And dude, this man was out. Like I borderline tripped on him, and then I'm looking at Garrett like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" And Garrett's like, "I don't know, man. He kind of just came in and just passed out on the floor." And I'm like, "Jesus!" I was like, "At least get this
What it
man
was,
up."
but it's okay. So
Yeah.
I woke up at like
he has a
8.
tendency of doing that.
Yeah.
Dude, I love Riley.
I woke up at like 8 to go pee, and I'm like, get off from my bed, and I look down, and Riley's just like asleep on the floor, and his head is just like. I like should have checked on him, but he is also as a blanket. He doesn't have like a blanket at all.
Yeah.
He has the little dressing that they put on the hotel bed. That's like not even thicker than this.
At like the footrest.
It's almost like a curtain. Like
Yeah.
that's the material of it. And he has that draped over him like a blanket. And
It's like when you go to a sleepover and your friend doesn't give you a blanket.
Yeah.
He just-
Exactly in that
It's like a
situation.
towel,
Multiple
bro.
times.
Sleeping
the
on
funniest,
your
towel.
the funniest
Mason's
part,
house, Daniel's house. Shout
Daniel's
out Daniel,
maybe.
baby.
the funniest
Daniel's
part is
maybe,
that
but not
Garrett,
Mason's.
Daniel Loader House?
Garrett was literally sleeping on like a side. Like
Dude.
Riley had a whole ass open bed to sleep. Like, I was sleeping like a dick. I was sprawled out. But Garrett was like on his side, and like there was a whole half of the bed that, like he could have slept on, and he chose the floor. So.
Damn.
I respect
Shout out
him,
Riley.
but I gotta say,
He slept on the floor last time too. So.
this might just be me. That was the worst. Like, and probably because I wasn't drunk, so like I didn't sleep well. That was the worst fucking bed and pillow
Oh, yeah.
combo I've
Oh,
ever
yeah.
had in my life.
No,
When
I
I lived
thought
in
that was
Mex-
kind of elite.
When
that was
I
fire.
lived in Mexico, there was better. The 3-inch mattresses hit harder than that shit.
When you lived in Mexico.
When you were shipped to Mexico.
I was
You were
shipped
kidnapped.
I was in a shipping container. Wood
Okay.
box.
Okay, we need a podcast
Whimsical.
dedicated to your stories.
Yeah,
Yes,
we do.
We're in a
Yeah.
blacked out Mercedes, dude.
Yeah, it
Going
wasn't.
down
It
the
wasn't a
freeway.
Mercedes. I forget what it was.
Wait, this is an actual
Just a
story?
full-on interview.
Dude, I have a tattoo. I lived in Mexico for
The
a
story was fun. Dude,
That's yeah.
We're
Guys,
going
gotta-
for a 60-minute
That's-
podcast.
Wait,
year.
wait,
It says 60 minutes.
Did you not
Yeah.
know this?
No.
Oh, well,
Oh,
no.
fuck.
Next,
We need a-
next
You're in for a
podcast-
treat.
Yeah.
Next podcast.
You're
we
in
can
for a
talk about
treat,
this,
man.
'cause This is always a good story.
it's a it was a
Yeah, bro.
So
I mean, the nurse was just slopping on him.
I gotta say, oh yeah, dude, that nurse, man. I gotta say, for my first time in jackpot, I think if I'm gonna be frank here, if I didn't have a vehicle payment, a lease on my car, I probably would have dropped a little bit more. But that was like the first day I'd had it, so I was still kind of stressing about, oh fuck, like am I gonna have enough money this month? Oh no.
Yeah.
And I was like
What
kind
was
of
you
going
rated?
out of that like I could have spent like another $50. I
What was
walked
you
out like down 80.
What would you?
We need Ethan Clark on the fucking
Okay,
podcast.
good.
release.
Those
Uh-oh.
Jetty.
A
Nah, Brandon,
protected
these are the
kitty.
things you got me for Christmas. So.
Fire. Thanks
Shout
for
out-
sponsoring
shout
the
out
video.
Brandon,
Wait.
dude.
Yeah.
Helping out
Keen.
the sponsorship.
You spent $37 in total?
No, so I walked in with 100. I lost. No, I probably spent a bunch, but I won.
Oh, I guess with the sports betting.
Well, no, I won money off penny slots. I had a $25 jackpot off like a 10-cent bet and a $15 jackpot off no. Sorry, both 60-cent bets, but I won $35 off those. So I took those 2 vouchers and I just threw them in my wallet and I was just using the rest of my 5s. I only gambled with 5s. So I was just throwing 5s in that spinning machine. Eventually I went up to $12, pulled it out on the spinning machine off a $5 bet. And then I just started like losing all my money. Eventually I like got up, went out for like a minute. I just needed to like get some fresh air and everything went cold after that. I was just out of it.
Oh,
We need
Stella,
spirits.
dude.
I'm in dire need. Carson Wentz, maybe?
So, what are your opinions on
Hey,
Carson
big
Wentz?
big kicker here, man. Nate, man, this guy could fucking boot
Hey,
it.
are they
The
all
Cowboys need to
together
sign
just
him.
watching this?
No, dude, anybody needs to sign him, dude. He's got a fucking boot.
All right.
Anyways, should we
closing-
do the
Closing
divisional round?
thoughts.
I would
Closing
like to,
thoughts on jackpot.
I gotta say, for my first time, I thought it was really fun. Going
Yes, they are.
now that I know what I'm going
Ah.
into, I'd probably get a little more. I'd probably get more drunk before I went downstairs. And also like now that I know that alcohol's free, probably would have been more drunk the whole time. So next time I'll bring more money, but I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought it was fun.
All right,
Yeah,
I
it's
have a
a good
little segment we can do before we get into the divisional rounds. This is called Over Underrated, and we're gonna do basically what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring up a topic.
What's going
Each
on,
one of
buddy?
you are gonna pick an overrated thing and an underrated thing, and then the person to your right is gonna give one word to describe that little combo.
Give us
that
an
you have.
example.
So
Oh, shit.
we're gonna do
Okay, I fuck with this.
with NFL. Let's do it in spirit of playoffs.
Does that have to be NFL related or just anything related?
No, I'm trying to think of what I had. Let's do current quarterbacks. You're gonna do an overrated quarterback and an underrated quarterback, and the person to your right is gonna, after you
He's
say
gonna
that,
agree with
you're
you
gonna
or-
give one word to describe that pick that he just did. So
Gotcha.
you can say fire, you can say mid.
Excellent. Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad.
So go ahead.
Ethan, I want you, baby. All right.
Clip it.
Carson Wentz.
We'll get to him.
Wentz,
Dude,
massively
just copy
underrated.
pasting Carson Wentz.
What do you got? What do you got?
So I'd say my most underrated quarterback in the playoffs. Oh, I got.
Not the playoffs,
Well,
just
in general,
NFL.
Oh, just in
NFL.
general. Just
NFL.
in general.
Also, Sharks are tied right now at the Dallas though.
I want to say
Shocking.
that my
Very
most
good.
underrated quarterback is Taylor Heineke. Oh no! Scratch that! Scratch that! Scratch Taylor Heineke. I want to say my most underrated quarterback was Jared Goff. My most overrated quarterback. Give me a
Shut
little
up, Wyatt.
Aaron
Frick off, Wyatt.
Rodgers.
Get outta here.
We'll
Give
see
me a
that.
little-
We'll see that.
Give
Should
me a
be
little
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers action for overrated.
Overrated. What's
What's one word
what's
to
your
describe
word?
that pairing?
Both of them?
That pairing. That like what he just said.
Very, very fair. True.
That's 5 words.
Well, I mean,
I'm kidding. Okay. Yeah, give yours.
Cowboys will win, by the way, but that's
Okay. 2 quarterbacks.
Seahawks fan.
2 quarterbacks.
Overrated one.
rebuild game.
Overrated. I will say Lamar Jackson, and underrated. I will have to say Jalen Hurts.
As underrated?
Yep.
This guy hates Jalen Hurts.
It's all right. I'm gonna go with all right.
Okay.
That's so 5 words. Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna go. Oh, that's 6.
Dude, I definitely want.
Overrated.
Let's go for 7.
Overrated. I'm going Dak Prescott.
Oh, that was mine.
Yeah.
That was
Overrated.
Yeah.
Underrated.
Watered down ketchup.
Fuck.
Yes, Brandon. Dub Niners. You know.
What the fuck?
Hold on.
Let's talk. God damn
Wait,
it,
you did the
Cody.
over, right?
Yeah, I can't think of an underrated.
Dak Prescott, overrated, underrated.
I'm gonna say underrated is
First ones.
Lamar Jackson. I
Okay.
think he brings more value to the team than most people are willing to give him. He has no weapons to throw to.
Stolen.
No,
That's my
Ethan,
one word.
Ethan, you gotta text me that.
Stolen.
Ethan, you gotta text me that.
Well, I'm gonna go over or underrated Daniel Jones
Shut up,
to begin
shut the
with,
fuck up.
Okay.
and then overrated was Dak Prescott. But I kind of want to think of someone that's
I got one for you.
new or hasn't been said.
I got one. Justin Herbert.
I almost said that.
No, Justin
Not
Herbert's
a
not
winner.
overrated. I'm trying to think of one that hasn't been said. Oh, Kyler Murray.
Ooh, that's
That's a
good.
good one.
I'm gonna give that.
I was trying to think divisions. Like,
Yeah, same
I'm gonna give
here.
that fire. I agree
Okay.
with all those. I haven't been really paying attention to football this year, so this might be a little tough for me.
Anthony Smith.
I would say, oh god,
Be quiet,
I'm gonna do the overrated. I'm gonna say Dak Prescott. I'm gonna reuse yours.
I thought you were gonna say Joe Burrow just to piss me off.
Thank God.
Nah, he's him.
I think Joe Burrow's properly rated.
I think he's properly rated. I'm not even gonna suck his dick,
Little-
but he's
little
properly
overhyped.
rated.
Hot take. He's the second best quarterback in the league.
Yes.
I agree with that.
I could also say
So underrated.
overrated. I said Dak Prescott.
Dak.
I don't know why I chose this. I really don't know any quarterbacks.
Hank Bachmeier.
I'm
Underrated.
willing to do college quarterbacks, but
No,
That'd be fun.
I don't know. a
That'd be
single
tough,
college
though.
quarterback out of Hank
Underrated. I would say Tua when he was on the ground. His groundwork is impeccable. Keaton, what was your
Bachmeier.
take on?
Good. Great.
He
Great.
throws up some great signs too.
Yeah, dude. I
These are all
I
fucked.
never knew.
Oh,
I
you know
never
who
knew
I should have
Just
said for
ate different
underrated?
things.
Zach Wilson.
oh yeah.
Oh,
I never knew that.
Underrated.
I never knew
Big
that
time
Tua
underrated.
Tagovailoa was banging like that, banging the crip. But
Okay.
dude, when
Just
he
threw
when
up the
his
gates
head hit
on
that
it.
pavement and he threw up crip, I was like, this.
Wait,
man's
how many
not-
concussions
He's
has he had?
he's
3
had
or
4
4?
this
He's
year.
had 4 in 1 year?
He had 4 this year.
Trevor
Oh my
Lawrence.
God.
Good
That's a
job,
great pick.
Oh, it is.
Trevor Lawrence. What do you guys rate him?
So-
Over or underrated?
He's properly rated right now.
I'm gonna
Properly.
I'm gonna say, you know what?
I think he's underrated.
I used to be the biggest Trevor
A
Lawrence
little
hater,
underrated.
but I will say, he deserves that win. He had a very shitty first half and a very fantastic second half. I think he is better than Justin Herbert, and I will die by that
Oh
take.
yeah.
My God, you're fucking high.
Yeah, Brandon Duval. Trevor Lawrence is the. All right, guys, let's.
Let's get out there.
First game of the year. Let's show them what we're about.
Let's kick their butts, man.
Bro.
What?
He had 4 interceptions.
You know what? Win's a win, man.
A win's a win against the Chargers? No. 4 interceptions?
You
You're
can't
saying he's
do
better than
that
Herbert?
again If
One-
they want to win, though.
One team won their division. The other was a wild card, and that same team that was a wild card also choked a 27-point lead. Justin Herbert didn't play great. If you watch that game, an 80 QBR wasn't fantastic. Actually, funny enough, Trevor Lawrence's QBR I think was a 69.4, and that's with his 4 interceptions. So minus 4 interceptions, Trevor Lawrence almost played perfect. Justin Herbert did not. Not even close. They still lost.
Yep.
All
Yep.
His
He almost
defense-
played perfect with 4 interceptions.
Hey,
Makes sense.
If you take 11 QBR points,
How many interceptions did Justin Herbert have?
0. Wow, but it's weird. His defense had like 5.
And Geno?
takeaways. That's not the point here.
I'm just bringing up quarterbacks.
Yeah. Geno had 2 turnovers.
I will say this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is like the most most interceptions thrown in like a
At least in the first half.
round in like playoffs in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not. That's the tied for the most interceptions
With
thrown
Russell?
in a single game. Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
2015 NFC Championships. Look it up.
So I had
It's the most.
No, it's tied. It's tied for the most.
Okay.
so
Tied for the most.
I'm trying to think of another quarterback
Also-
that
No,
has
no, no.
been
You
mentioned.
said in a first round. Yeah.
over 8 years ago. I mean, I literally said
Who
in a
else?
long time.
Oh, Minshew. He's dumb underrated. He should be a starter.
Stop it.
He should be.
Dude, they lost both games with him as the starter.
Yeah,
And-
but he should be a starter, Keaton. He's better than at least 10 quarterbacks are starting.
I will say this.
Okay,
I
maybe not
also-
10, 5.
Sharks are winning.
There
You
is
know?
some,
Sharks are winning?
Check score.
I believe you. 4-3.
Tom Brady's underrated.
Tom Brady should retire, just like Aaron Rodgers.
Why you've
And-
came here just to talk shit.
There we go, Sean. Stars on a power play though.
Sorry.
Seattle Kraken.
One other thing I wanted to bring up was Hank Bachmeyer going to
Mhm.
FAU.
That is.
Awesome.
FAU?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Florida.
No,
Atlantic.
no.
Louisiana
Sorry,
Tech.
Louisiana
Oh
Tech.
yeah, that's what I
Sorry,
was
sorry,
saying.
Florida.
I
Atlantic
thought it was
University.
FAU. I read
Did
it
he
the other
switch it?
day. No, I think it was just a rumor that he was
Yeah.
FAU, but
Yeah.
Terry Bradshaw.
for sure.
I like
Louisiana
that.
Tech. Yeah, I do too. I hope.
I
he
think
does
that's a
well.
good fit for
Yeah.
him, honestly.
I think he's a terrible quarterback. But
I do too.
Well, at least he got D1. At least he got D1 offers.
He's kind of like the Justin Herbert.
Dude,
Recruited
you know
very
he had a
highly out of
fucking
high school, by
D1
the way.
offer from Ole Miss, or was it Mississippi
Yes,
State?
he was a-
Ole
he
Miss.
wasn't
He's
he
a four-star.
Dude, imagine him going to Ole Miss.
and Georgia.
And,
was gonna
and
get
there was
crushed
rumors
there.
that he was going
Georgia?
He would have been JT
What?
Daniels
There was
2.0.
rumors that he was going to go to Kentucky because the Kentucky's quarterback coach coached him in high school. But then I don't
Wyatt's
think
coming
anybody
up?
else what. Yeah,
Yeah.
he is.
Well, we'll
We'll
see
see then.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see one Calkins brother this weekend. The other one is a no-show.
Whoa, wait. Cody.
Yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's do it.
Cowboys
What
will
was I
win.
gonna say?
Also, yeah, Kraken 7-game.
Where did Hank
streak
play?
win.
Down south, right?
That's
Marietta?
not Oilers. That's
They
a
also
Marietta,
lost to
yeah.
Tampa Bay too on Monday.
I don't know if it's Marietta High School or if it's a different
Were they
high
good?
school.
They just back-to-back.
But
They
I think
lost.
Louisiana Tech is a good fit
Tampa
for
Bay.
him. It's a nice little bounce back school. Like I feel like he might get a little bit of exposure because like he's gonna be playing in a relatively worse division. I mean, or not division, conference, and
Conference
you know it's not gonna get as much buzz. But I think he can gain some buzz there, just being kind of coming from Boise State and being highly recruited. I hope he does well. I really do.
He also has 2 more years there.
Yeah,
His
I-
next
He's a
season
COVID
is
year,
yeah.
right?
I mean, he's got a few years to make an impact. Dude, who knows? That team could be good.
Did you guys see who's returning for the Broncos?
Yeah,
Riley Smith,
Cobbs,
That's good.
Billy Bowens,
Polani.
Billy Bones.
Billy Bowens. Yeah.
Billy Butterhands
Polani's
Bowens.
coming
I don't know who any of these players are, so continue.
Not great. They're just not great players in general.
I could
They
probably
bring
name,
experience.
I could probably name 6
They're all
college
mid.
football players off the top of my head, and that's probably it. So that just goes to show my knowledge level.
back.
Yeah.
I know Michael Penix Jr., and that's about as far as it goes.
Keen.
I think they're all
Yeah.
pretty good.
That's why.
I know. I like.
I mean-
actually, no, I'm not gonna lie. I was a big Michael Penix fan when he was at Indiana.
He
He almost beat Ohio State.
NCAA. I played with Indiana and Mike.
He had a couple fourth quarter comebacks, and I was like, this guy is disgusting and very nice. And then he went to Pac-12 and dominated Pac-12. Probably the best quarterback in that conference, better than Bo Picks. And in my opinion,
No.
Caleb Williams.
picks.
what
Caleb Williams.
I don't like Caleb Williams. I've said it before.
I mean, he had a hell of a season, Keaton.
Caleb Williams had a great season.
Yeah, probably
but,
the best
didn't
He
win
won,
when it
he won the
mattered.
Heisman.
He
He
did.
did.
Caleb Williams is better than him
I
by a
mean, but
mile.
you have to agree, their defense.
It's not even a
USC's
question.
Yeah, I
defense
know.
is
That's why I
god-awful.
said.
They're god awful, Keaton. They've given up multiple games over 40 points over the entirety of the season. They're USC. This is what Riley does. This is
Yeah.
what Lincoln Riley does. He gets a great offense, never gets a defense.
Hey.
That team is going into the ground. Mark my
Kyler
fucking
Murray won a
words.
Heisman. Look where he's at now.
That's true.
Ben?
Yeah, I mean, but
Heisman means fuck all. Let's just put that out
No,
there.
not really.
I don't. That's not true.
No.
It guarantees you almost a
I mean,
first. or
Kyler
second
Murray
place.
was-
It's a great award to
Was
win.
really
It's
good
a great
at
award to
college.
win, but it
College
doesn't. It
athlete.
doesn't guarantee you that you're going to be a success. I don't
That's not
personally.
I
what
know,
what
but
it's
that's
about.
not the point.
I don't like Caleb Williams. I'm just going to put
That's
that out
fair.
there. I think
Because-
he's.
Yeah.
People are comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, Keaton.
That's just wild.
It's not wild.
He
It's not
plays
bad.
like.
Do you
he
watch him?
plays like
Yeah.
He plays just
What?
like him.
He plays
Plays
just like him.
You
Anyways.
just said you don't-
I don't know. The returners that are coming back to Boise, they didn't put up huge stats, so they're not bad,
They
but
also switched
they're
offensive
decent, you know?
coordinators literally mid-season and switched the
Yeah.
entire
I like Taylor
identity
now,
of their
too,
offense.
So I don't know. We
4
could be pretty good
games
next
in.
I
year.
think we've got Ashton Genty was ranked
I'm
number
very,
one.
Yeah, I saw that.
excited.
Dude,
Number
he's
one
such a
true
dog.
freshman
He's such a dog.
or number
He,
two. I think
that
number
kid
one.
Number one.
is he is an impact as soon as he got. He played Texas high school football.
Who's
It's a
my
different
son?
animal when you go to fucking Texas.
Him
play
and
high school
Taylor.
football.
Yeah.
And he was big, dude.
Really?
No matter his
Same team
height
or
or
no?
whatever, that man, I liked him as our number one running back. Simple, plain as that.
Yeah, same here.
I think that man carried the ball
I
with
think
a vengeance.
George
and
Kalani-
he
I think-
ran
I like
the ball
Kalani, but he's
hard.
always hurt.
Kalani,
Yeah.
Always.
he's quick and he can jump through the holes.
That's
but
what I
Gentry,
mean.
dude, he pounds the rock
Yeah,
and he has
dude.
it all, dude.
I
He's a
think
big dude.
Too.
I think both of them together work really well.
He's
Yeah,
good.
big dude.
He's good. He's
They
doing
remind
good
me of
Wyatt.
like a Nick Chubb and like Sony
Yeah,
Michelle vibe,
I like that.
from Georgia. Like one speed guy, but then one guy that's gonna run it right down your throat.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I just think
I'm excited.
another
I think-
year with the same
Yeah.
offensive coordinator, or at least an off season
Yeah.
with the same coaches and shit, like we'll be fine.
After
Yeah, I
that,
agree.
Yeah,
I'm
I
giving
definitely
Andy the
agree.
boot if we don't do anything next year.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
I agree. I also think another year for Taylor to develop, like in the off season and stuff like that. Like
Speak on that real quick.
Yeah.
it's
It's
just,
just tough to give especially college. You have to really build. It's not
Yeah.
the NFL.
Yeah.
I gave Andy Avalos the short end of the stick after that first season. I definitely thought he should be fired. And then they had last year, and I am now head over heels about him getting fired. I don't see how he keeps his job. That's not true. The only way I think he should keep his job is if they win the Mountain West and their bowl game. Those are the only two. And
That's
we
fair.
could be
isn't
first
that
on
the
state.
expectation of Boise State football though?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, but you
No
did
matter who
have
you
him
are.
getting fired damn near immediately, Keaton, and that's not
I
how
did too.
college football
He's a horrible
works.
coach.
He's a terrible coach.
It's not how college football works.
I
He's
know,
a
I
horrible
know, but
coach.
It's not how it works.
In
It
my
never
opinion,
has.
like-
None of those guys were his. He is getting a fresh start with from last year. They had a hell of a turnaround. It wasn't, dude. If you really look at it, our fucking offense coordinator was god awful. He was
Tim
terrible.
Plow
The
sucked.
man's going back
Okay,
to Davis
okay.
or fucking
Yes, I get that.
Sioux Falls Division II. The man can't coach.
But there was definitely a point there where, look, Andy Avalos is the head coach. He deserves partial blame for some of the issues that, whatever
Yeah,
you want to say,
I'm
that
not-
Tim
yeah.
Plow brought us. There was definitely points throughout the first season of Andy Avalos where I was like, you know what, we lose to UCF, who's a ranked program. Okay, it's okay. Bad play by Hank Bachmeyer. We probably should have been
They
winning.
weren't ranked.
They were at the time.
Oh, they were.
Yeah,
Oh.
they were 25th, and then I think by the end of the year they weren't.
They
But
were,
We were also.
we lose to Oklahoma State in a game that we fucking had in the bag.
our offense sold it.
We had a lot of. I think we had the worst offense in the second half. Worst offensive efficiency
in the
in
second
the
half.
second half.
Dude.
We scored like I
all
think
of college
10
football,
10
including
so
the-
frustrating.
including FBS.
Yeah.
Unreal how bad we are out of it.
It was so frustrating.
You have
That's but
Not
that
this
also,
year.
no, not
This
not
year
as
we were
bad
a lot
this year.
better,
We
yeah.
have come out the gate at halftime. I'm very impressed with our halftime team. This
That
year.
did get better
But
this year.
But 2 seasons ago, that was ridiculous. When you have Oklahoma State coming into
The
our
home
house,
stadium.
our home stadium, that place was fucking packed.
It was-
Loudest
that
loudest
place
game
was
I've ever been to by
rocking.
far. Loudest game, in my opinion, I think it's the loudest game I've ever been to.
Holy
And
fuck.
it was rocking, and we had a hell of a fucking first quarter and second, like running the ball, defense making plays, and let's not forget where Oklahoma State
Ended up that
ended
year.
up 7th, and
Yeah.
their fucking running back
At
was
that
one of the
point-
best in the
Six.
country.
At that point, they were ranked 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Or
we
18.
but then we get
Wait,
to the
did they go
second half,
undefeated?
and
Yeah, they did.
What the
Not
fuck?
No,
for
they
the whole
lost.
year.
They lost the.
Oh, they
big
lost
you
the
can't
bowl
tell me
game?
you can't
They lost
score
to Oklahoma,
one more
right?
point.
No.
We do
No,
all
they
that
didn't.
shit during
Yeah, Baylor.
the first
That's what it
half,
was.
Yeah.
and we come out the second half not even able to fucking kick a field goal.
Look,
that was ridiculous.
What I
But
will say is that as someone who, like I said, don't give a fuck about college football, and 2, I just don't watch it. But I do like Boise State. I will watch a Boise State game. I maybe missed like 4 or 5 quarters the entire season just with work. But
Yep.
I think with Andy Avalos having a full season with a competent offensive play caller and hopefully a productive team behind him, not filled with just a bunch of red shirts, I'm hopeful for it. But I'm also looking at other teams
Yeah.
like, okay, well,
Mhm.
we're not the only team that is kind of primed to win the Mountain West. So
Yeah.
if we don't, I think that's his threshold. If we don't win the Mountain West, there's got to be a culture shift here.
I think
'Cause it's
one
getting
more-
drastic.
I think also with him coming in last year, Boise State, the 2020 season, obviously COVID. I think we were on the come down with him coming in.
Yeah,
We lost to
Mhm.
San Jose State.
in the mountain,
which
Which
is
team-
San Jose State at that
they,
point.
they were
was good. They won the Mountain West.
very good that
They
year,
won the
that
Mountain
season.
West that year.
They went undefeated.
But we still
Am I
like
20th?
I feel like we were on the come down with Andy coming in.
We're up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
fair.
I think now we're kind of plateauing where it's just kind of same shit as like lost to Mountain West. That was a bad game though.
Real bad.
Also, fuck the fans, bro. You Boise State fans are losers. Nobody showed up to that game. At a home game.
It's because season ticket holders weren't. They had to
That was
pay
bad.
for
Right,
it.
dude, which is so
Hot take,
stupid.
but I like it.
College baseball.
Gatsby's doing well.
Dude,
Wyatt.
Wyatt, I didn't know you were a college baseball fan.
Wyatt,
That is
actually
fire.
such a tough comment, and
Oh, baseball.
I
I
would
read
say
basketball.
college basketball and then college baseball.
No, definitely
and
college
then
basketball.
College football.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put college volleyball above college football. I swear to God. I watched more women's volleyball than I did.
College baseball, though, is
Wisconsin,
very...
eh?
Wisconsin was my favorite. I actually watched. I swear to God, I watched a bunch of NC State games.
Yeah, I think LSU gymnastics is better than college baseball.
Okay.
So.
LSU gymnastics was on
Actually,
a few nights ago,
LSU
and
baseball
my
is
dad
literally
was
ranked first
involved
in the
with
country
that
right
shit.
now.
My dad was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah,
girl?"
but
It's Libby.
gymnastics
And I was
Actually?
like, yes.
Was
Sean,
it actually
it's very
Libby?
Sean, you're gonna love this.
men's
The
baseball team?
LSU and UCLA was a gymnastics tournament or like competition that happened a few nights ago. And my dad was watching it, and Livy was doing like the balance beam or whatever, and he's like, "Who the fuck is she?" And I was like,
Jesus,
a TikToker
man.
that
Yeah.
Sean also has as a background photo, and he just starts laughing.
No,
He's
Not
like,
anymore.
not anymore. You changed
I
it?
never had that.
Yeah.
No, yeah, never.
It's his girlfriend now.
No, I don't.
No, I know you don't.
They're
I was literally
dating.
just giving you shit. I know it's not true.
It's someone else.
Yeah, no, that is. Oh wait,
That's not her.
no, that's your actual girlfriend though. That's Margot Robbie, right?
Megan Maroney.
Megan Maroney.
Oh my
Margot
God.
Robbie's Helen
Jesus.
Keller's my girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
Helen-
How do you guys communicate?
When you guys have sex, does she moan with the other hand?
College baseball is the best sport to watch. Thank you, Mr. Elbert.
Elbert, he plays
I believe
college
that is
baseball.
a
That's
very
why.
hot take, but I do.
Wisconsin
enjoy watching-
volleyball.
College baseball sometimes is electric, but other times it's just
College baseball.
flatline.
Watch a couple
Yeah,
of
Wyatt.
Louisiana Tech games last
Gatsby
year.
has discovered shadows, and he goes ballistic over them every single day.
I don't understand it.
It's one of the
He knows
weirdest
it's
things
us,
you'll ever see.
But it's very, very odd.
He'll just go to the top of the stairs and go meow, meowing at your shadow.
Yeah.
Literally at your
I'll
shadow.
stand there for like 10 minutes and he'll just be looking at the wall.
It's
What an
actually
idiot.
psycho.
All right.
Like, it's weird.
Okay,
No, it's not.
should we cover?
Divisional picks.
Should we start with our divisional round recap?
My best friend.
Yeah, I think that's.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Parker. I agree.
I will say the transfer portal is about to heat up.
Oh, yeah.
coming up soon.
Yeah,
That'll be
so-
fun little takes. Sorry,
all right.
Kevin.
Sorry to just like completely derail what you were saying. I apologize. Go ahead.
No, I already said it. You're
He
good.
was agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So our first
All I
game.
said was that the.
Yeah. So anyway, so NIL.
all I was saying is
National Letter of Intent (NIL). Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, first game of the year, or the first wild card game we had was
It's not.
unsurprising.
What?
name, image, and likeness.
National Letter of Intent. We had Seattle playing San Francisco in San Francisco.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday morning.
Oh yes, we're recapping. Okay,
Yeah. We'll just recap the game.
Recap
our
the-
predictions.
recap the last round, and then we'll do. our
Yeah,
picks.
and then we'll do new picks. Okay.
And then we'll be done.
That's crazy.
Seattle-
Wyatt.
Seattle was almost a 10-point underdog, and yeah, they were obviously projected to lose. I also had them losing, but
Being a Niners fan.
being a huge diehard. Woo! I love George Kittle. Huge Niners guy. Robbie Gould, my favorite kicker. So I
Bang, bang,
definitely,
Niner gang.
I definitely wanted Seattle to win, but in my heart of hearts, I knew it just
It wasn't
not much you
happening.
can do. I was impressed though. We did put together a good first half. That's all I asked for. The second is the second we got strip sacked, I was like, you know,
GG's. Yeah.
that's it. I will say though, if Damian Lewis isn't a fucking moron and doesn't get that illegal man downfield 3 fucking times in 3 straight possessions, we might have a chance there because the first one he
That was
had,
ticky tacky, man.
there was very. That's
Very
I will say-
ticky-tacky.
I will say they do. I'm not gonna lie. If they see it, they will call it. That
Oh, I
was
know.
very blatant.
Yeah, but it was barely
yeah,
2
I was
yards.
called- I got
Barely
called for
2 yards
I
on
got
both the
called-
calls.
It is a very blatant.
I
Yeah.
got called for it, and I was like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "You were up 2 yards before the play even." I was like, "What?" I was
So-
pissed,
Yeah.
but it's like it was.
You know, once Damian Lewis got that illegal man downfield, it negated our 10-yard play that Kenneth Walker had, and then Geno Smith gets strip sacked. Interestingly enough, I watched that play happen, and Abraham Lucas and Damian Lewis as well, watch the ball get strip sacked.
And just watch it. Yeah.
They look over the ball for 2 seconds and go.
2 rookie tackles.
No, Damian Lewis is a third year. Charles Cross is our rookie tackle.
You had 2 rookie tackles on.
Yeah,
He did,
Abraham Lucas
Yeah.
and Charles Cross.
Yeah, that's the first time a team has
played
started
all rookies the entire year.
2 rookie.
It's like the
Cross
Cardinals
had a
in
bad year, but
1980
Abraham
or something
Lucas
like
played
that.
really well.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, we get strip sacked. Game over. I mean, what can you say about Brock Purdy? That 10-yard out route to Debo, and then Debo just going fucking, what was it, 60 yards? Just down the
72,
sideline.
yeah.
And
Or 74.
I will say, as a big Tyreek Woolen fan, and I'm going to get a Tyreek jersey soon, Brandon Ayuk.
Very good.
I have hated Brandon Ayuk for 2 years. He had a very good game.
Sure.
Tyreek Woolen definitely got a welcome to the league, young man type moment. Because he looked like a rookie where he has played good all season, and I'm sure he just overthought things, which is okay.
It happens.
We'll
Especially as a corner.
We'll be back. We got 2 first rounds, 2 seconds, back-to-back years, and the 6th lowest payroll. So I'm not worried.
It's gonna be a fun rivalry for sure.
So, I mean, obviously, you guys being Niner fans, how did you enjoy the game? Any thoughts, concerns, comments?
I enjoy the game. I think every time you play a division rival, especially in the playoffs, it's always a nail biter, no matter how you slice it and dice it. Yeah, I got away towards the end of the game, but for a good about really, hell yeah, dude. Go Sharks, baby.
The Sharks.
But it's always a nail biter, and I mean Seattle was playing decent for a good amount of time. They're able to go down on our defense, through some quick schemes and find some holes in the running game. But eventually, I think we just
Better team wins.
did what we needed to do and played well. I'm liking Purdy's performance, man. I think he fits very well with the Niners. His arm, a little worrisome at times because it's not as strong as other guys in the leagues, and he has trouble getting that long air ball in there on those deep routes. But I think he's putting it where he needs to be. Guys are getting open. The guys are making plays. I'm excited to see where this team goes. I think it's gonna be a good game against Dallas. So yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I watched a segment 2 days after the game, and it was Colin Cowherd talking about the game. And the Niners' opponents, the game after they play them, are 0-15 or 0-16. I can't remember the stat. Or like the last 16 games they've lost or something crazy like that. And so he was saying that it looked like in the second half, Seattle was like just beaten down. And if you go back and you watch like the first couple possessions Seattle had, I kind of agree with that. And I think that strip sack kind of came with that. So I think, again, that first half really worried me. I'm not going to lie. Like, I thought the Seattle Seahawks were going to win, which was going to really shock me. I didn't think they were going to win, but I thought it was going to be a lot closer. Yeah, a lot closer than I thought it was supposed to be. And Brock Purdy worried me a little bit too. Like, I don't think his stats really showed it, but he didn't have nearly as good of a game as I thought. He threw for 330 yards, should have had 4 touchdowns, or at least throwing touchdowns, but Ayuk dropped that wide open touchdown. He had a rushing touchdown, and he had a 60% completion rate. But that first half, he didn't do anything.
He looked scared.
Dude, he looked like he was stumbling and
Like,
nervous.
playoff
And like, he's a rookie. It makes sense.
I mean, if
But
I was starting with
here-
position,
Here's my worry, is if we play like that against Dallas or anyone,
you give him a center.
if we play like that versus Dallas or any other team going forward, in the first half, we'll lose. Like,
I think I think he'll be fine from now on. I think
Yeah, I agree.
That first playoff game, because like you said, he comes out of halftime.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
just balls. Like, I think they'll be fine now, and I don't know.
And it kind of pissed me off too that the Niners needed a Seattle player to roll Debo's ankle to get things going, like,
who
and to
that
be
was?
physical. Yeah, it was Jonathan Abrams, and they swapped jerseys after the game. I'm like, what?
Well, okay.
Like, after that, like
I'm sure that Jonathan Abram came up.
they got to be homies or something.
No
but
intent,
yeah,
there's like
exactly.
no malintention.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like heat of the moment.
yeah.
Whatever.
But I don't know. It looked that second half like the 49ers actually came out and played physical ball, ran the ball down their throats like they should have, and they ended up winning. But again, I will say, if Brock Purdy and our offense and defense, actually, which is kind of surprising, plays like they did in the first half against Seattle, we probably will lose. But we're not going to.
Yeah. Sean, did you watch the game at all?
I didn't watch that game. What I did see was the Cowboys kicker
Yeah, we'll talk about
We'll talk about that.
Brett Meyer, baby. I do love Brett Meyer, so I feel bad for the guy. So the next
Imagine
game,
having a bet on him. And he misses 4 in a row.
Imagine saying that he was gonna miss.
Yeah,
4.
imagine your part of your parlay was Brett Meyer 4 missed field goals.
Yeah, plus
4 missed
plus
PATs.
4.
You that yeah. I don't, yeah.
So the second game we had was one of the better games I've watched in a long time, or one of the biggest upsets I've watched in a long time, was the Chargers and the Jaguars at Jacksonville. The final score was 30-31. The Chargers went up famously 27-0 off 5 defensive turnovers in the first half. Somehow fucked their chances up to lose 31-30. Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions. Travis Etienne had a fumble, and
The Scrumption boys can't hold on
somehow
to the ball.
still fucking pulled out a victory.
Just to lose by 13 this week.
Prince Charming, man. What can you say?
I fucking hate that nickname.
Justin Herbert, and Brandon Staley, 2 worst duo. Of
They
all
just
time.
fired their offensive coordinator
Yeah, I
and their
saw that.
quarterback.
Yeah,
coach,
and they're
so.
keeping Brandon Staley. Kill me. Another year. Get fucked, Chargers fans. Who's ever watching this? All 5 of you. Woo! You can take the Chargers out of San Diego, but you can't take the San Diego.
Well,
out
you
of the
said that.
Chargers.
Clip it.
So, anyway, yeah,
Go fuck
Sean has
yourself,
entered the
San
chat.
Diego.
go fuck yourself. I should wear my Ron Burgundy shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I will
Sean's
say,
entered the
I will
chat.
say, I did predict that Jacksonville would win, but I didn't really anticipate
Sorry.
Trevor Lawrence having a game that Trevor Lawrence had. What I will say is I can respect a man who throws 4 interceptions and then proceeds to dick down the opponents and just throw 4 dog-ass touchdowns. So he
Like
kind
to
of
will this team to victory. Yeah.
I'm excited for the next couple games, but I think Jacksonville's future is extremely bright. Shout out Doug Marrone.
One of the games I thought was interesting was the Bills-Dolphins game. I feel like that was way closer than it absolutely should have been.
Yeah.
And I think that was one of the better wild card games that we got.
I'll be honest, didn't watch a minute of that game, unfortunately. I was at an Airbnb with my family, working on car speakers. The shit took forever to finish, and so I missed the entire game.
We'll talk about that soon.
I watched some of that at work, so it was just
Yeah.
Jaguars versus the Chargers. I thought that was coming into it. Trevor Lawrence had a very up and down year. I think he's really gotten it together towards this later half, and he's playing good ball, man. I always thought he was going to be decent, but when you come into a playoff game, I think he's lucky he's playing the Chargers. I'm not a huge fan of the Chargers. I think they have just a mid-team overall, just guys that are just not going to get it done. And I think their head coach is ass. I think he should be gone for sure. But Trevor Lawrence does that again this week. There is no possible way they're winning. You can't throw 4 interceptions and come back on a good team, and the Chargers ain't a good team, so he got lucky. That's what I say. Yeah.
no, I didn't really watch that game. So
Yeah, man, that game kind of shocked me. I had the Chargers winning by, I think, 7, and
Who's your favorite quarterback? Anyway.
Keenan, are you speaking? That's what I thought. Shut up. Justin Herbert, again, is better than Trevor Lawrence, and
Yep.
I don't need to prove that, but I will say Trevor Lawrence is underrated, and I think that he is on the come-up, and he could be better than Justin Herbert. I do think that.
Do you think
Maybe
he's
next
better
year.
than-
He's
do you
not
think-
better than Justin Herbert, I think.
do you-
Not right
do you
now,
think-
but
do
I
you
think he
he's
could
the
be.
best out of that draft?
Yes, by a mile.
I'd take Trey Lance, and then I'd probably take him.
No. Justin Fields also is not a good quarterback, and I'll repeat
He's a
that.
runner. He's the Lamar Jackson,
I'll repeat
but he
that
can't
until I
run.
die. But, yeah, that game shocked me. I'm really shocked Brandon Staley has a head coaching job right now. You can't lose
Joey Bosa.
being up 27. Yeah, Joey Bosa going ballistic too was kind of embarrassing, but I don't know. I kind of feel him like being up 27 and
Refs do
losing
that
that
shit
bad
just
is
to get a
fucking
rise out of
embarrassing,
him
man.
with no flag, dude.
It's
Refs do that
embarrassing
shit
though,
all
dude.
the
Like
time. He
being
didn't
someone
know
that's
he
super
got called
competitive
for
like
it.
that,
He
like
got
I
held.
feel him, honestly. I'd be so pissed off about that, but 31-30 I thought was kind of surprising the second half. I actually turned it off until the fourth quarter, and they were still up 10 with 8 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way they're going to charge her, right? They're not going to lose. Ended up losing. And, dude, you just watch that team, and they just look demoralized. Like, they just don't look like they want to play for each other, which is kind of surprising. Oh, my God.
I read
Yeah,
a-
Tua would never because he's out every single game with a concussion, Diego.
Diego,
Three
2-0.
interceptions.
Horrible
on the first
argument.
game
Shouldn't even be an
2-0
argument,
stands
but
strong with us, buddy.
yeah. I mean, it was a shocking game, but again, Jacksonville moved on, and I don't think they're going to do anything against the Chiefs, so that'll be talked about later.
One win.
Did you guys see the bet that was placed on the Chargers?
I did not. 2-0, baby.
Oh yeah, the 1.4.
There was a $1.4 million bet on the
Matches
Chargers. On the Chargers.
Okay.
$1.4 million to win $11,000 back. It was placed at halftime. They put
When they were up by
$1.4 million,
27.
and he
What?
lost. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
this
He
is
put up $1.4 million to win 11,000.
Yep.
Or they-
Stupidest
or they
fucking bet of all
plus
time.
39,000.
Yeah, like what?
He would have won. So wager amount was
Wait, yeah, what were the odds?
1.4 minus
Or like the
1250.
spread.
Or minus 12,500.
Yeah, that's the
Oh my
problem.
God,
fucking
dude.
God.
And he put $1.4 million. He would have paid out $1,411,000.
It's not even worth it.
What if theoretically he had taken
I know.
1/15 of that and thrown it on the Jaguars? He would have made quadruple X. No, he
I
would
don't
have
even
made
know
40
what.
X.
Yeah, I don't even know what the Jaguars' odds were.
Well, if it's that, it's
Oh.
plus
Plus
12.
200.
Plus
Also, crazy
12.5.
stat about the
No,
Chiefs
I don't think
versus
it's usually-
Jaguars
I think
game.
it usually
It'd
flips,
be like
right?
plus.
I mean, it'd
Plus
be
200.
yeah.
It might flip. Because I know
It's not exactly even, but it would still be a lot.
Yeah,
it's gonna be
big time.
a million times more. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
So he put that bet hoping he would get $11,000. That's not even a percent of.
That's
what
like-
is
that's
that?
Dude, that guy must have so much money though. That's probably like
that's the
After Smack.
saying. That's
Like,
the
dude,
saying,
what?
You gotta
Like-
spend money to lose money.
Yeah.
You're a fucking moron. You shouldn't.
that has to be like pocket
Get
change
out of
though.
your
If you're
pocket.
betting
It's
that
not
much,
even worth
bro.
it.
Like,
Yeah, that's Jeff Bezos did
If
that.
you have that
Discuss.
much to if you have that much money to like.
Only had
dude,
to
that's like
Hey,
1%.
Max did
You're
it
getting
for
1%
TCU.
back
He
on what
ain't-
you're
he
putting
ain't-
down.
It ain't breaks.
It's not even
He
worth
did win
it.
the Houston. He did win the
He
Houston
did.
thing.
He did.
Right.
That's crazy, dude.
So I will say before we move on to the next game, I did see a report from, I almost said Adrian Wojnarowski, but Adam Schefter,
Yeah.
that I think the Chargers are sticking with Brandon Staley for another year after numerous sources come out and say that the players are backing him, which is crazy because if you rewatch that game, the players do not look like they care
No.
one fuck for Brandon
Not at
Staley.
all, bro.
I don't think they like him.
Not at all.
I really don't. I don't see how if you're Justin Herbert, you like Brandon Staley because you lost your best target because Mike Williams has been healthy almost all year and Keenan Allen has not. You almost lose Joey Bosa, who has an absolute hissy fit on the field, but justifiably. And yeah, I don't know. I think it was a
Justifiably.
Anthony.
guys, please don't make fun of me. So the
I'm sorry,
what
sorry.
was the next
I'm
game
sorry.
we had Dolphins at Bills. So I didn't watch the game. I'll be honest, up until this morning when I watched Barry
Holy cow.
McConaughey's review of the football this week. You know Barry McConaughey?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
He does good football reviews.
Yeah,
Anyway,
he's a good guy.
you don't know who that is.
Yeah, dude. I know all about him. Do you know about him?
Yeah, Barry on here on Twitter. I didn't realize that
Wait.
score was. He's an actual.
Does he actually do videos?
Yes, his name's
Really?
Barry. He's Barry on here on Twitter.
I know who you're talking
But his
about.
account is actually Barry McConaughey. And he
Yeah, I know
actually
what you're
does
talking about.
Fucking awesome football videos.
Huh.
So I watched his video this morning. I still have yet to watch the highlights. I did not know that the Bills only won by 3.
Dude.
Yeah.
Let me just say, Zach texted me midway through that game. I have felt very strongly about Josh Allen, as I have all year and the year before. I got flack from Cody and Zach. He had 2 interceptions and a fumble lost on 23 of 39 passing for 352 yards.
I will say the fumble is really bad too.
Backup player Skylar Thompson went 18 for 45, 220, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, and only lost by 3. That is concerning. If
You know
you're
he's a
playing the
rookie, too?
Bengals- Yeah.
7th round rookie.
If you're playing the Bengals,
He was drafted
got
one
no
draft
faith.
before Brock Purdy.
that's fire.
Yeah.
One pick or 1 round?
One pick.
Like one pick. Yeah,
Where's
yeah.
he from?
Kansas State.
Yep.
K-State, baby. Go
It's kind of crazy, bro.
They got
Tyler Lockett, K-State.
No,
Hey, they
no.
also beat
Kansas.
Yeah, they also beat. I
Dude,
watched
that
the
was
game.
crazy.
Grady
Kansas
Dick.
State's legit.
Yeah, they
That
are.
point guard's a small little guy, but he's legit.
Grady Dick, my favorite NBA or my favorite basketball
Grady
player.
Dick.
That's Kansas.
That's
guy.
Kansas.
Yeah.
I know.
Jayhawks.
Anyways,
I like him.
the
Oh.
Bengals. If you're the Bills right now, I'd be scared.
Shitless. Sean McDermott. Not many people are gonna say this. You were on the hot seat here.
No.
No.
Oh, is my mic?
No.
Wait. Is my mic picking up?
No.
PogChamp? Okay, it was unplugged. Sean McDermott, you were on the hot seat. I actually think that there might be precedent for you to get fired if you don't do anything here. If you don't at least make the AFC Championship, I don't see how you should keep your job. I don't. I'm sorry. You're fully healthy. Anyway, go ahead.
They are not fully healthy.
They should beat the Dolphins by at least 14.
Yeah, I agree with that, but they're not fully healthy.
Tua wouldn't have lost that game. So fair.
That actually is fair.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'll actually
Tua
agree with you
forgot
with
to play
Tua.
in the huddle and had to ask
No,
the
Tua
coach
wins
to
that
change.
game, actually.
Tua does win
Yeah.
that game. Shout out to Echo. Anyway, go ahead, Cody. What did you think about that game?
The Bills and
Dolphins.
I don't know, dude. This fucking lollygagging bullshit, dude. Dolphins are ass cheeks. Bills should not have been that close to them. You know, the Dolphins are just a disgrace. I mean, it shouldn't even have been that close.
Yeah.
I don't think the Bills head coach, or
Jonathan McDermott.
yeah, I don't think he is going to be on the hot seat just because of their past seasons and records and stuff. But I will say this: I was like, you can't go into who are they playing? Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Cincy.
You can't go
At-
into
in Buffalo.
playing Cincinnati. I mean, you got the home field advantage, but you can't play against Cincinnati like that, or you're just gonna lose. So I was not impressed by the Bills at all. I think Allen. I don't know. I think Allen played a exceptionally mid game, and plays like that.
352 yards is mid. Okay.
Yeah, but
Who?
you have
Fast.
a fumble and 2 interceptions. You can't.
Josh
play
Allen
not against the
absolutely
Dolphins.
mid.
If you do that against the Dolphins almost beat you. Like, what is going to happen if he has a fumble and 3 interceptions against?
They lose by
Cincinnati?
14.
If he
Can't
has a-
give Joe
if he has a-
Shiesty too much.
If he has even
That's
just
what
a
I'm
fumble
saying.
and an interception,
Like, you
gotta
can't
think-
play like that. I like Josh Allen. I think he's a good quarterback. I don't agree with the whole that he's not good, but I will say you can't play like that against Cincinnati.
He leads the league in red zone turnovers, including fumbles and
Mm-hmm.
interceptions. And if you took just his red zone turnovers, he would actually be only seventh in the NFL in total turnovers, and it's only in the red zone that he's really
Oh,
and that's
God.
only his red zone.
That's actually really bad.
He's been terrible. He's not clutch. I'm sorry. But
Tough.
go ahead.
I don't know. I'm over recapping the fucking games. I want to know who you think's gonna win.
Sure.
Well,
Well, let's talk about the Cowboys game because
We
that
can
was
talk
funny.
about the Giants too.
I
yeah, I mean,
honestly-
I think that was a crazy game in
Being
general,
like-
but
I don't know. I think this is the Cowboys' year. I'm gonna say it again. Like, I think he missed those field goals
on purpose.
Yeah.
on purpose.
yeah.
He did it on purpose. It's game plan.
Yeah,
Part of the script.
I mean,
I wonder what else is happening right now on purpose.
I'm
So-
sure Roger Goodell told him to do that. You know it's rigged.
so Brett Meyer famously one time had like 20-something points in fantasy. I think it was 24, and then the week after he had 18. And so I think it was only right that he.
You gotta even out his stats.
Yeah, exactly. You can't look too good. You don't want to make everyone else look bad.
Yeah.
But to that
Then
point,
all the expectations, like if he's a really good kicker, then
Yeah.
he has all this pressure,
yeah, you sandbag until the very end. And
Tank for Bedard.
no, and I agree. I agree. I don't think I've really ever heard anyone say this before, but this to me feels like Dallas's year.
Yeah.
I never really hear that often, but I think this for me is
They're
like,
very underrated.
no, they are, and I think that they have one of the more humble fan bases. I think you can
That
say
too.
you can't say the same for a lot of teams.
It's a lot like BYU. Like I would go up to them and they're very just humble people.
Yeah, I mean they're not like they just are really respectful and they realize that hey, it hasn't really been our year in the past couple, but our time is coming, and they don't really
They know.
say it so many times it just becomes white noise.
This is it.
So
Keaton, what is that in between USA's legs?
USA's
Me.
Mike?
I don't know.
His
Uh,
third
Or
leg.
do you
Cock
mean
and
to
ball.
say Tua's?
Am I doing a little flashing of the camera? Guess what?
Did you sit in gum? I can show my gums, but might take
That's a
full
lot of
camera.
gum.
Anyways, anyone
lot of
else's thoughts on Cowboys?
That's a
How
gum
they
roll.
played?
They're gonna lose to the
I
Niners,
think
so it doesn't matter.
This is their year.
they played against an 8.
Agreed.
What were the Tampa Bay going into that playoff game? What was their record?
8-9.
8-9. Yep.
8-9. A team that doesn't have a winning record. A team that has a mid defense.
And a aging
And
quarterback.
a quarterback that just can't get it done anymore. I think Dallas got lucky. If you watch the beginning of the game, I mean Dak Prescott and fucking CeeDee Lamb were not on the same page. I
Nope.
mean bad throwing balls is what Dak Prescott does. I mean I'm sorry to say to
He
you,
had a good game though.
he you know It's the same thing about Brock Purdy. He threw to open receivers. He threw people, guys that were open.
There was a couple times, I will say, when I was watching that game where I was like, you know what, Dak Prescott's actually having his best game of the year. If he plays exactly if everything fires on all cylinders like they did, I think it's going to be a lot closer.
I think it's going to be a
Niners still win,
close game, but I don't really agree with their defense being able to stop us. I really just don't. I think they're overrated. I think Dallas has always been just overhyped every year. I mean, what have they really done? Maybe it could be their year. You never know. Who knows? But I will say, like, I think the Niners might take that game. So,
fair.
But I mean, obviously, I'm going to say that. But I think it's going to be a closer game. But I just don't think the Cowboys are really all that. I think it's the same old Cowboys overhyped, and we'll see how they do.
They're never overhyped.
I mean,
They're never overhyped.
that game definitely shocked me. I'm not gonna lie.
They do have a really
But-
humble fan base.
Before you move on, I will say the Niners, when they played the Bucks, were up 35-0. So
So
the Niners, when they played the Bucks, were up 35-0. Keaton. So if you're gonna compare the two games,
okay, yeah.
you better give it a fair comparison. The Bucks are a bad team.
The Bucks are a bad team.
They've been a bad team
but
all year.
If you look at some of the past,
No, I agree.
Timo time? Habs jersey when you're a Habs fan. SMA.
Timo time.
Damn, that's kind of tough. Who is that?
He kind of called you out there, man.
Hey, I was trying to change it up, man. I wear the
Is this
the
Timo
Habs
Meyer?
jersey all the
You
time.
can't wear the same.
Wait,
You can't wear the same jersey every
Cody,
single
is this
thing.
Timo
This
Meyer?
jersey has holes in it and a fucking.
Why do you wear it then? Actually, I respect it.
I mean, it's from when I played.
It's a
It's
classic.
That is cool.
got the Bigfoot
Hey,
fucking.
homage.
It's got the Bigfoot
Who is that?
logo. It's got some rips from when I played. I threw it on because I was like, I'm not gonna wear the Habs jersey tonight.
It's Timo Meyer,
But
baby, I'm telling you.
Timo time. Oh,
Sorry.
Timo Meyer. He must be a Timo Meyer fan.
Or he is Timo Meyer. You think so?
Or, dude, Timo Meyer.
Fuck you, pussy. So, I will.
Oh my
so,
God.
To recap, the Ravens played the Bengals. Bengals win for obvious reasons.
I am Timo Meyer.
The Giants played the Vikings, and this is our last game. Giants played the Vikings.
I scored today.
It's either
Vikings.
Stott or Allen.
Vikings did not play well, as everyone predicted. Their defense is a sham. Kirk Cousins, primetime sham. Giants actually have a really good.
Wait, no.
Giants have a good coach and
Great defense too.
In my opinion, a really good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Daniel Jones, baby, Danny Dimes. All right,
I
so
like Danny Dimes. I
we're-
really do.
let's get into the predictions. So the first game we have,
Mhm.
Jaguars Chiefs. Now I do want to preface, we have had crazier things happen.
Give us a spread, please.
So the official, let's see the odds, and I don't want to hear Trevor Lawrence doubting the loudness.
What?
It's, dude, where the fuck is? Hold on, let me go to ESPN here and find the odds.
I want to know who Timo Dang is.
Timo Meyer, dude, he literally said he scored today.
No,
Congratulations.
it's Allen.
Seahawks or
No, I
Rams?
don't think it's Allen.
That is
Because
Oh.
Alan commented last time.
Hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Who
He
hates
was
the
Allen.
Seahawks?
Me. Go
Does anyone
Niners.
recognize those cats?
It's Gatsby.
Is that Gatsby?
Also, I just want to say
Stalking us?
Nikola Jokic is MVP. So, Zach might.
Anyways,
Time,
Wait,
show
wait,
yourself.
Keen.
Who are you?
Did you post it? The podcast?
yeah.
Do you have Brian Mahoney?
Maybe. No, Brian Mahoney's a Seahawks fan.
I think this dude's joking. Brian, is this you?
It's not Brian.
I don't think I follow Brian Mahoney.
I guess he's
Brian
not a
Mahoney
Sharks
is
fan,
not
huh?
a hockey fan.
Huh.
He wouldn't have that.
Where the fuck is? All right. Anyway,
Who
let's
is
just-
this?
Before I get into the spread, let's
Random
just talk
people
about the
have
game
joined
here, because I want to make predictions. Okay, here you
know
go.
that
Kansas City 8.5
Yeah,
point
exactly.
favorites.
8.5? Oh, that
Which
dropped.
Which is kind of not bad. They are ESPN analytics set almost 79 or 80% chance to win the game. So that's a little bit crazy.
As it should
Alright,
be.
Score, Keaton.
So me personally, I think it's going to be a little bit higher scoring. If Trevor Lawrence plays like he did in the second half, I think it's actually a decent game. Kansas City has no defense. They have a good pass rush though. So I'm probably going to say it's like 24-43 type shit. I say it's going to be
Shit.
along the same lines as the Seattle Niners score. Maybe a garbage time touchdown to make the odds happy, but about it.
I think Chiefs are definitely taking this game. Score prediction, I'd probably say 42-17 Chiefs.
I think at home, Patrick Mahomes Has Patrick Mahomes lost at home in the playoffs?
Probably.
To New England.
Yes, yes.
He lost in the
look
AFC
that up.
Championship game to Tom Brady.
Mhm.
Can you look up Patrick Mahomes?
Anyways, it doesn't matter. His record at home is ridiculous.
Jackson Mahomes dudes.
I was. Oh, dude,
Look that up.
let me give you stuff.
Okay.
Jamie, can you look that up?
Some of the stuff that he posts on his Snapchat, I'm so turned on. Anyway,
I'm going like 35-21
No
Chiefs. I know I feel like Jack to make it a little bit closer than people think, but
I will say this. Trevor Lawrence has never lost on a Saturday in his career. Did you know that?
I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of
isn't it
crazy.
37?
Very crazy stat. And Patrick Mahomes has never not gotten to the AFC Championship, and that's not going to change. 35-17 Chiefs.
Okay.
Damn.
There.
I'm gonna say I think the Chiefs are gonna win. I think honestly with Patrick Mahomes' support system with his loving wife, and
Big
brother,
What?
I feel like with Patrick Mahomes'
Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes' support system within his beautiful
Who's
wife
this?
and his brother.
Definitely not crazy brother, or not gay brother.
He had to talk with him because he hasn't done it all season.
Yeah.
No.
Chat.
You don't follow him on Snapchat.
Yeah.
Wait.
He's on.
Yeah, but he
Snapchat.
stopped the TikToks, right?
On the
I don't
field, he
follow-
hasn't done any of them.
Yeah.
I don't think he's allowed
No.
on the field.
Patrick Mahomes
Yeah,
sat
he's
down.
probably
Cannot
banned.
be
No, I
moved.
was
Did you
talking-
see that he's banned at a Kansas City bar
Yeah,
because of it?
Yeah, after
Dude,
the
that shit was so
after the
fucking funny to me.
Washington, football team after the Washington Commanders, him dancing on Sean Taylor's memorial
Dude, that was
site,
so bad.
doing that Corvette, hop him off the jet like that.
Keaton
I was
is
like,
rookie.
Do that again.
nah,
Jack,
Tebow.
clip it.
dude, I got a professional.
Wait.
I think okay. Final score. I think 32-14
Fair.
Chiefs.
Good score. Sorry. Next game we have is Giants at Philadelphia.
I like this game.
So ESPN Analytics has an 81% chance for
What?
Philadelphia to win. And
It's higher than the Chiefs game?
Yeah, but only
Oh
a
my
7.5 point. They're only a 7.5 point favorite. So,
Oh, dude.
script writers are gonna have a fucking field day with this one because they hate ESPN.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jalen Hurts fan. I think if he stayed healthy all year, he's the MVP. I do think that bye week isn't going to do him any favors, so I think the score is actually a little bit closer. But I still think it's going to be higher scoring. So 24-28 is my final score prediction.
Damn. That's about what I was gonna say.
Honestly, man, I like the Giants, man. Saquon's playing good. You know, Danny Dimes, you got to give it to him, man. I like his heart and how he pushes to
I don't like white quarterbacks.
how he pushes to get the team a dub no matter what, man. I think the Giants are highly underrated, and I think they take it against Philly in a very close game. I'm gonna predict the score being 35-28, Giants.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
I think Danny Dimes gonna come in, man. I think he's gonna play with a lot of heart, man. It's a good opportunity for him. So.
Dude, I can't believe Keaton just said that. I don't know. I've been riding the home teams the whole playoffs, and it kind of has been working out, except for the Vikings because they're frauds. But
Frosters, the Keaton Smoties of the NFL.
I'm going 35-28 Eagles.
Yeah. So they've already played obviously twice because they're divisional rivals, and both games have been within a touchdown. Obviously, the Eagles have won, and I still believe the Eagles are going to win, but I think it's going to be a lot closer than people think. So I'm going to go 27-24 Eagles.
That's a good pick.
Giants in Philadelphia. I think San Francisco and the Phillies. I don't know. Bryce Harper. I'm kidding.
Well, I will say Josh Peterson coming back, but they do lose Carlos Rodon. So
true,
but
yeah.
we'll see
And
how
Brandon
that
Bell.
plays out.
Yeah. No, but for real. Again, Philadelphia, humble fan base. I really like Jalen Hurts. I think he's gonna do well.
22 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and
Yeah.
11 rushing touchdowns.
I think it'll be a close game though. I mean, they're
11?
Mhm.
That's
Divisional
actually kind of a
rivals.
crazy stat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go a little bit low scoring. 18. No, I'll do 21.
is this?
21-14.
I gotta know who this is, man.
Reveal yourself.
It's time, Timo. Time.
It's not. Don't do it. Okay. I will also say, I didn't realize ESPN shows the injury report, but there are 5 players on the New York Giants injury report that are all listed as questionable, but both defensive ends, Robert Quinn and Brandon Graham for the Eagles, are listed as questionable.
Ooh,
So
that's
that's
tough.
kind of plays into
Hey, Graham is fucking good, man.
Brandon Graham.
I think Robert Quinn's been injured all year.
Yeah, who knows?
He's kind of an old dude, right?
Well, it's nice when you get that bye week.
He's older, right?
Right.
My name
Next
is
game.
Timo. What is your last name? Let me guess.
Time.
This is gotta be somebody that you know.
All right. What's the last game?
We got
Wait,
2 more,
Cody.
So we have
Or Sean.
We have
Fuck, I can't
Who would
speak.
know?
Keaton. Robert Quinn's older, right?
yes.
Okay.
I wore it last time, but they
Like
were not
mid-30s,
You
correct?
didn't wear that
Think so.
last time.
Okay.
I wore them Montreal.
So all right. So our second.
Can
to
you
last
change your
game
name on
are-
YouTube?
On our Sunday slates,
Could definitely still be
we
Alan.
have
Or
Cincinnati
even Scott,
at
'cause I don't think
Buffalo.
Scott commented.
Buffalo's a 65% chance to win.
That's true. I don't know.
Trey Flowers, my favorite cornerback, and a couple no names are all listed as questionable, but major Buffalo Bills players, including Micah Hyde and Jordan Poyer, are listed as questionable. Micah Hyde is still on injury reserve, so he is out.
Both starting safeties.
Both starting safeties.
So they're on their third string starting
Yep.
or third string safety.
Yep.
Joe Shiesty.
So the spread, real quick, is Buffalo 5.5 points.
Dude,
I don't know.
dude.
Look. I'm not gonna lie.
They've been dick riding Buffalo all year, bro.
I
They're
don't
just doing it
like.
because they're at home.
I've said this before. Thank you, Timo. I don't like Josh Allen. I think he's a really good gunslinger, but I think when it's down to the nitty gritty, he's not going to show up. I do like Joe Burrow, though. Joe Burrow took his team to the Super Bowl. I have Cincinnati winning again. And I'm probably going to say something along the lines of 17. Oh, no. Sorry, this is going to be high scoring. Fuck me. I would... quite a bit. I would probably say something
Over.
along the lines of like 32 to 24.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Cincinnati wins kind of.
That's a weird score.
Well, that's possible, right?
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Has it happened?
Oh no, 31. Sorry.
Yeah, I was about to say,
I think
32-24 is a little bit
that-
whack.
that'd be a score drop.
Yeah.
I honestly
taking the over.
think Cincinnati's going to be taking that dub. I think, I don't know, I think Joe Burrow in these situations is going to shine more than just Josh Allen. Jesus. I think both teams are good, but I think it's going to be a high-scoring game and a close game, but I think Cincinnati's going to take it. I'm going to say 35-28 Cincinnati.
You know, I'm going to ride with my dog, Joe
Yeah.
Shiesty. Are we shocked by this? No, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
I agree, actually.
I don't know. I saw a thing that said that he never feels like he's an underdog in any game. And I was like, shit, he's got that dog in him. So I don't know. They're going to win.
You got that dog. You got
It's
that
going to be
dog,
close,
yeah.
though.
He's not.
You got that dog.
He's
Yeah.
never an underdog. So how can he be a dog?
He's a cat.
He's a human.
Is he an overdog?
He's an overdog.
Look that up.
He's a ferocious house cat.
Look
He's got
up
that
his-
tiger in him.
His overdog.
I'm going to go like 35-21. I feel like they handily win this game.
Yeah, this game's going to be really close, in my opinion. But I think Josh Allen turning the ball over as much as he has been recently is a reason they lose. I'll give my score prediction of 35-28 Bengals, but I also want to say Joe Burrow is the second best quarterback in the NFL. And I'm going to say that on the podcast right here because I generally believe that. And I think they go to the Super
Who's
Bowl.
one?
Patrick Mahomes.
It's not a question, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
That's not
But
a bad-
Josh
that's not
Allen
a bad
actually,
take.
I was
Josh
curious.
Allen actually worries me, and I thought Josh Allen was better than Burrow going into it, but his interceptions, fumbles, turnovers in general just really worry me, especially against better than decent defense that the Bengals have. They have a good defense, but obviously it's not
I
like
think
the
their defense
49ers or the Cowboys, but I don't know. And if you give the ball to Joe Burrow, he doesn't usually take that for granted, so 35-28 Bengals.
Fire. Sean?
I'm not gonna be a dick to you because I was doing it last time for fun. I do think Joe Burrow is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I don't know. Khalil Shakir, I kind of want to ride with him, but I don't. He's not doing anything. So
He made a crazy catch last
That
game.
catch was
Yeah.
That was
crazy.
crazy. He also dropped one that was like a 40-yard reception, and it went
his
right
first
through his
drop.
hands. I'm like, damn.
Happens. Happens to every
Dude, he's a
receiver.
dog though, bro.
Is it a rookie?
Yeah, he should be their third option, but
Yeah,
This is rookie
I
year.
agree. I mean, again, I don't really watch enough to know, but I'm gonna go with the Bengals because I'm not gonna bet against Joe Burrow.
yeah.
That's just a fact. I am gonna bet against Josh Allen on the Bills.
Timo time.
That's a good take.
Great
I like that.
I'm gonna go 28 to 20.
I like that. Also, I forgot to say this, but the Bills have been the Super Bowl favorite since week 1, and they are still the Super Bowl favorite. After everything that's happened to them, they are the Super Bowl favorite.
Do you
So
have safe chat on?
I think so.
Fuck you. I told Timo to shut up. Nobody asked, and on
you could just say that over the
chat-
mic.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
You just said it.
No, it didn't pop up. So
Oh.
You said
anyway, it doesn't pop up.
You're
You have
saying
safe
it.
chat on.
You said
Oh,
it on
I can switch it. or
Mic,
something.
Nah, it's okay. It ain't no.
You're saying it on the mic.
I'll switch it next
What?
time.
You said it on the mic though.
What are you talking about?
Next game.
Next game.
doesn't Later, understand.
understand.
What are you
You're
talking about?
locked up in a mental hospital. You're going nuts.
What are you talking about?
That's what you did, right?
No, Mexican prison.
Here, I'll give you a rubber band, bud.
Yeah, yeah.
Samori!
Yeah,
Does anyone have a comb?
Yeah, you need a comb.
Yeah. All right, so
That grapefruit
last-
technique.
What?
The nurses give that grapefruit technique.
Yeah, he got head from the nurse at
Yeah,
prison.
That's what we're saying.
She gave him
Wait,
that,
Keaton. Actually,
Whole people.
no. This will be
This
another.
will be next
podcast.
next
yeah,
episode's
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
be
yeah.
dedicated
Next
to this.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'll give
last,
give
by
you
myself.
an hour.
I could do it in under. I could do it in 30 minutes, but I did her in about 5.
Seconds minutes.
Hours, months, years.
Inches.
Still doing it.
Clip it.
Relax.
4.5.
Settle down.
Cowboys Niners in San Francisco. San Francisco is only a 4-point favorite, and wow, ESPN
Yep.
Analytics still has it a 52%
Yep.
chance of Cowboys. Now, obviously, ESPN Analytics sucks the dick of the Cowboys because they're the Cowboys. But
Next team.
I will say, this is a really good rivalry. Cowboys Niners, some of the most storied franchises in the NFL. Some of the biggest and most humble franchises in the NFL. So, I will also say, Jimmy Garoppolo is listed as out. That's big. You guys are going to need him. So there's that. Samson Ebukam, Javon Kinlaw, and Jawan
Wait,
Jennings,
what's up with Ebicom?
questionable.
With what's
He's
up?
always.
I don't know. He's questionable.
He's
It
just
doesn't
a
say?
person.
Um,
That guy is
but,
Oh, that's new.
Jason Peters and DeMarcus Lawrence for the Dallas Cowboys are questionable. So I do have to say I do think that the Niners still pull this out, but I will say that losing someone like Jimmy Garoppolo for the year kind of ruins their opportunity of maybe winning a Super Bowl. I think he is kind of their X factor. But the Cowboys are kind of just the Cowboys. Dak Prescott will do what Dak Prescott does and throw 8 interceptions or 9 interceptions in as many games. But my final score prediction, it's probably going to be a little bit more low scoring because both defenses are really good and both running games are actually really good as well. I'm going to say something along the lines of 17-20 San Francisco. So, really close, really good game, but you guys are missing a quarterback. Still win though. White Sox jersey, you fucking moron.
That was me.
Who's this Sean Duval kid? Duville boy. Duvilly. Who's this Sean Duvilly?
Duval.
Duval.
Too vile.
That's so vile.
Do vilely.
Nice.
What's your score prediction?
Oh, from the
Duval.
Uzi guy.
Obviously,
Big
I'm going with
Usa
the,
guy.
obviously going with the Niners. I think it's going to be a lot closer game, but I just don't, like I said before, I just don't think Dallas is going to come out with that dub. I think it's going to be a close game. Who knows what's going to happen, but I'm still going to go with the Niners. I think it's going to be a 28-21 Niners dub. So
Score prediction: 21-17, close game. Niners win.
Okay. I think the final score is going to be 34-24, but I think the game's going to be a lot closer. And I think the Niners are going to put the ball in Dak's hand. He's going to turn the ball over. I also think that the Niners won't score less than 30 points. I'm going to knock on wood with all of this because I am superstitious. But the Niners have not scored less than 30 points with Brock Purdy starting, and I don't think that changes with the Cowboys defense. So, yeah, I'm going to go 34-24.
It's a fair take.
Good.
I think this is. I mean, I've said this before. Cowboys is their year. Sadly, though, I think this is where it stops. I think that
But next year is their year, right?
I don't say that very often about the Cowboys.
Nobody really does.
No, like this is the one. Yeah. Copycat.
Not as good.
Yeah.
Copy like 10.
Dude,
That
that
but yeah, I
sounded like
think.
water. Go check yourself.
Yeah,
Sean
check
was
the
an,
mic.
Sean
too.
was an F.
Check the mic.
There's speckles in there.
Some dirt stains on that mic. He's checking on the stream.
Oh, you definitely heard it.
Yeah, I'm sure you did. He was right up in your asshole.
Yeah, true. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, yeah, I think the Niners are gonna pull it out. Sad run for
Dude,
the
who
Cowboys.
is
They had
this?
a great year. I hope their fans. I know they'll take it well with a bunch of respect once the Niners beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Dax knee explodes. Yep.
He's gonna
We
pull an
gotta know who you. We
RG3.
gotta know who you are, man.
He's gonna pull an
Have to,
RG3 and
just tell us
Six
who
expose
you are.
guys,
me.
0 Niners.
I'm very
No,
curious.
I think
you know?
I think it's gonna be a close game. I think it's similar to Zach's score, final score. But I think the reason why they're up 10 is because it's like one of those like Dallas goes up the field, doesn't get the touchdown within the last
Yeah,
couple
that's what I'm
minutes.
thinking too.
and
Yeah,
the Niners
exactly.
Take it
Yeah,
down, get a touchdown,
Yeah,
or a
yeah.
field goal, something like that.
that's
Yeah.
why it's a lot closer than the score says.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Well, you know, Timo, I'd love to know who
Yeah,
you
we need to
are.
figure
Yeah,
out who
before
you
we
are.
close the, or if we're almost done.
We still got 10 minutes. We can shoot shit.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
need to know who you are.
So,
Timo,
Let
who
the-
are
let
you?
the people know who you are. Let us know who you are.
Okay.
Give us some hints.
We're excited. We want to
So-
know.
You're the Riddler.
Yeah.
now that I
give us some
just want to
hints.
let people know that now that school is officially going for all of us, some people work with school, some people don't, but most people are all busy with school. So we might not be as consistent as we have been the last 2 episodes. It might just be like every other week or how often we can get on.
Mhm.
But we do appreciate, you know,
Yeah.
everybody tuning in and asking
Yeah,
questions.
it's awesome.
Whether it's like Timo asking or saying
Whoever the
50
hell you are.
things in the chat, I respect that, man. I appreciate you.
No, I love that.
Diego,
shit,
a
for sure.
humble watcher. I don't know if you're still on right now, but you've been on it
Rob.
since day one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Same with
No,
Ivy.
shout out you guys though, seriously.
Yeah.
Shout out,
Wyatt.
shout out, y'all.
Shout out my family, you know.
Anyone else I missed?
Shout
on?
out the family. It's me.
The Price Sisters.
Somehow, yeah, the
Shut-
Price sisters are watching
God.
the sports
Shout
talk.
out
I don't know
labels,
if they're still
me.
watching,
No, I
but
changed it though.
Yeah.
That's my.
Sorry.
I just appreciate that
so
shit.
the Price sisters for somehow sticking through and watching the whole thing. I don't know how they do that.
Live stream. Okay, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Okay, we.
Timo time.
Keaton, this is you, man.
Is this Bueno?
Who is
Detective
this?
Simone.
No, it's not Bueno.
Who has cats? Who has 2 cats?
Oh, Bueno does have a cat.
Oh, that cat looks just like him. John. Wait, that's John's cat, dude. John Bueno, this is you, you fucking Chick-fil-A eating bastard. That
You
is him.
down
That
bad
is his
fuck.
cat, dude.
He would.
You
say
down
some
bad
shit
fuck.
Like
Huge
that,
Sharks
yeah.
fan too.
Is this
so
you,
this
John?
makes all sense. This is John Bueno.
John Bueno? Show
John
yourself.
Bueno, fucking reveal yourself.
Found you. We're
Fucking
like-
Wait,
fan.
John Bueno is a Sharks fan.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's his cat. I
And
know
Timo
that's his
Meyer
cat. No.
Nah, he's throwing you
Bullshit.
off.
You're
Yeah.
fucking with us. That's your cat in that fucking profile pic. I'm
I'm
Timo.
Timo. Yep,
Yeah,
it's John.
That's
it's
John.
John.
Wait, I'm gonna text him.
Nice one, Bueno.
That was good. We didn't.
FaceTime him. FaceTime him.
So next episode, you know, I'm hoping it's next week, but we'll see.
We could make Thursdays. Well, it
Yeah.
seems like Thursday. Just this Thursday didn't work for me, but
Yeah.
dot. That's it.
Thursday might work. Anyway, to give context, so you guys know.
I
Yeah,
know
do a
what
little.
it is.
Do a little.
The blue
Oh.
line.
Yep.
That's
Wow.
Bueno.
Yep.
That's a bueno. For a little bit of
I don't
like a
appreciate
sneak,
Okay.
Is Tilu on?
There it is.
for a sneak preview of next week,
Yeah, keep
or
it low.
2 weeks from now.
Can you get in the
Uh,
picture?
When I was 14, I lived in a Mexican
I'm sorry.
boarding school.
When I was 14.
Yeah, when I was 14, dude, I was a young boy.
Hey, we remember, dude. We went on fucking. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll save that for next week.
Yeah, young boy, quick boy.
Just give a little sneak peek. Little
But I lived there for like 10 months, 18 days, didn't get to go home, but have a plethora of stories about that time, and I am happy to share it because I think it's actually kind of a cool experience. As shitty as it was, it's kind of a fun thing to talk about now because I can.
It's
just kinda
unique
sit
to
back.
you, like not a lot
Yeah,
of people.
nobody-
Got you.
No one else has gone through
Nobody
that,
else got that.
except for
Not-
anyone else there.
Yeah, and actually I know 2 people.
Yeah,
Is
we
it
did.
still
there.
open?
What?
Is it still open?
Okay.
All right, guys. So this has been fun.
But yes, if you guys want to tune in next week,
Give this video a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Big ol' Keaton. Big ol' thumb up the.
yeah, I killed him and we
Like the
stop
video. It helps the channel.
Yes,
we
video,
love you guys.
subscribe. Tune in next week for Keaton's
The jacuzzi.
travel stories about
Subscribe.
when he went to prison.
Subscribe to my Venmo, Keaton_JPEG.